Hey!
Hey!
What's happening? I think everything sounds good. Everything looks good. How you doing?
Everything looks fantastic.
How you doing, big man?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm very good.
We got TikTok over here going live.
yeah.
We got 25 in the chat. And what do we got over here?
We got Dobster.
Dobster.
He's a
That's
nice
all we
guy.
need. That's all we need. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Helps out the channel. There goes my TikTok. It's gone.
Do all that fancy stuff. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Today we got a big show, don't we, to KP?
We got a big show.
But before we...
your phone's not liking it.
Nah, But before we do go, guys, before we do go into
an
it,
announcement?
we got an announcement.
How big is the announcement?
It's massive,
It's
man.
massive?
Well,
yeah.
when I was this age, it was massive for me. But the big announcement is my daughter, she turned 16 today.
16.
So Nadia, happy birthday, Nadia.
Happy birthday.
Mate, how good was turning 16?
I thought I was like king of the world. I was like, Don, I want my license now.
I reckon I jumped into the car and I said to Mum, we're going to the license place to do the test, and I got my license that day.
It's so funny. I think back, I had my L's for like 2 weeks, I reckon.
Yeah. Did you?
Oh, not long at all.
Yeah.
I was on my P's in no time. Like
Yeah.
now, you can't obviously do that now.
No, I think it's
No, you can't. You got to go. You got to have serve a certain amount of times on your L's, and you got to go P1s,
P1,
P2s. I had my full license within like
That's
a
right.
year and a half.
That's right. But happy birthday, Nadia, and we're gonna. Well, just at home having a cake with her. The cake looked really nice.
What was it? A nice cake? What cake was it?
It was like a fruity cake, but I had no time to have it because I had to come here.
Did it have bits in it?
It did have bits. Sorry, man. We had a lot of bits.
That's why you didn't invite me.
KP does not like bits.
Can't have bits. Can't have bits.
But yeah.
It's in yoga. I hate bits in yoga,
Yeah,
especially. Don't you remember John agreed with me though? He doesn't like it either.
I just don't get it, man. I just don't understand it. But
It's
what I do understand is tonight is a special night. What are we doing tonight, KP?
We are. Well, Zachal says hi.
Zachal,
He says hi, KP and Chris. How are you guys? I'm
Hey.
good.
I'm well too, mate. Just a bit tired. Was working all day, but
I just got here from soccer training.
I was at the gym just before, and just rushed here. Had the birthday cake with Nadia, and
Nadia says thank you, man.
Nah, no problem.
And Zachal says happy
No
birthday.
worries.
Happy birthday to your daughter, Chris.
Happy birthday.
That's what Zachal says. Happy birthday to your daughter.
Happy birthday.
So there you go.
Thank you,
You're getting-
Zachal. You're a legend,
getting
and she's she's happy. I hope she's probably going to get a license soon. But I think she's a bit, kids these days are a bit more scared.
Why?
I don't
Why
know.
do you believe that?
I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know why.
Like,
Because I wasn't scared when I grew up.
I remember us. I don't know what it was back for the generation before, but I remember. Say, I got 2 older brothers, and my older brother wanted his license straight away.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a generation now.
I don't know. They were probably driving before they had their license anyway back then. But we just wanted our
I
license.
think because we're boys as well. Like, if you go ask a girl, some girls are probably more scared. I don't know.
You think so?
Like, we're more into cars.
Yeah, probably because we're more into it. I know Jess didn't get her license straight away, like my partner.
Yeah. It is scary. Like, you're driving around in like peak hour traffic, and it can be a bit daunting if but you just got to start slow.
Well, I got my L's, and I got home, and we used to have we had a fish and chip shop, like family business.
Yeah.
And the Don chucked me the keys to our Toyota Corona. It was manual, and he goes, "You're driving to the shop." I was like, "Yeah, no worries, man." I had no choice.
Hey, Fatina, how you going?
Hey, Cryptopolis says.
Cryptopolis is in
Hey,
the house.
Chef dudes, and she says, "Happy birthday to Nadia from Cryptopolis."
Yeah, happy birthday, Nadia. Happy birthday.
Getting all those messages across. I like it.
know.
So,
How old are you? How old are you, man? By the way.
how old am I?
Yeah,
How old do you reckon I look, chat? Like, how do I look old?
Wait. We gotta get the
I got a beard today. Like,
We gotta get these.
do I look old?
How old does he look, guys?
How old do I look?
We've
Like,
got TikTok as well. Let's see.
Like 23?
23.
23? Ooh,
Oh, the Don.
low blow.
The
How much
the
a low
Don
blow?
Savage tonight. The
That.
Don Savage.
How
There
low
he is,
blow
mate.
was
20.
that?
Well, there's a bit of a, but
Bit of, Do I look young? What chat? Do I look young? What do you think? Well, what about you, man?
what?
How old do you look? You think?
How old do I look?
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't
Do you
know.
think you look your age?
Yeah, I reckon I look my age.
See, I know when I shave, I don't look my age at all.
If I shaved, I look like a baby.
Yeah, I do not look my age.
Like if I shaved all this off, all this is gone.
How about we have a look next week in the chat? I'll shave,
Yeah.
and we'll see if anyone I think you're in your 30s, Zakal says.
Zakal?
What, early 30s, you reckon? I'll shave next week and we'll see if anyone can spot.
All right, you shave next week.
We'll see if anyone can spot
100%. Yeah.
a major difference. All right?
All right.
I'll just come shaven, like actual shaven.
I'll probably get in trouble if I fully shave.
Something special, haven't we? You want me to get a bucket
What?
so I can chuck?
What's wrong with him? Why is he being so savage
He's
tonight?
being savage, man. He's on a roll.
Jess said 40. Jess reckons I look 40.
40. Oh man.
40 question mark too.
Oh, she's probably saying it about me, not you.
Maybe. She could be saying.
That's
That's a low blow, man.
We got 9 in the chat on TikTok. How you going, TikTok?
I
Ask any
am.
questions.
I am 36. I'm turning 37 this year.
37.
Yes. I'll
Okay,
be
well, I'll be
37.
40 at the end of the year.
End of the year.
40.
I like it.
40 years old.
So, remember, I didn't even.
40s.
I remember thinking 30 was like old.
Apparently 40 is the new 30, so it's all right.
Oh, well. I'm young then.
And I'm 46.
Jess is laughing. Laughing.
Yeah.
I'm in KP. She's paying me out. Yeah, but that's not fair. Cryptopolis knows I'm that old because she was 2 years younger than me in school. She actually knows that how old I am.
Was she 2 years or 1 year?
Oh, 1 or 2, around that much. Chris Goff reckons 45.
Chris Goff's like, he looks like 40.
Well, listen.
Well, Chris Goff, he's a good-looking guy, guys.
If 40 is the new 30, then
40 is the new...
I'm young, man.
Yeah.
Jess is paying me out. Jess, she's looking 23 and giving me a hard time. Got this youth fountain paying me out.
Oh, gosh. So what's...
Chris will not be allowed in the house shaved.
No, probably not.
That's what Amanda
So
says.
there you go, guys. I can't shave my beard.
Why?
Because I'll get kicked out of the house.
But why?
Because
It's natural.
Amanda will kill me.
Well, she just doesn't like you shaved.
No, I'll just get kicked out. I'll have to wait outside the
Till it
house
grows
until it
back.
grows back.
It will go back in like a day anyway.
Yeah, true.
I'll come back next week. I'll come back shaven.
All right.
And we'll have
Done.
a laugh. Because I'll laugh. I
Done.
haven't actually used a razor
Like to...
On my face.
Haven't you?
I've used it on my neck, but not on my actual. I've done this with the clippers. I haven't actually used a razor
Well,
for years. Like years.
all right. Well, next week.
Probably before my 30s.
Next
razor
week.
on the face.
Because I remember your beard a few months ago
It
was
was
a bit
massive.
massive.
It
You look like the deer hunter.
Dude, it was huge. Jess hated it. Jess hated it.
Chris looks like an eagle.
Chris looks like an eagle when he has
Yeah,
shaved.
I'm like the mascot of the West Coast Eagles. When I shave.
That's the best.
All right, so
An eagle, Jess is laughing at that one. She liked that one.
an eagle, yeah, I do.
All right.
So what are we doing tonight, KP? What are we doing tonight?
First thing is, the big man did a watch along for the Royal Rumble on Sunday.
I did.
Watch along. And we're going to recap that Royal Rumble, aren't we?
We are going to recap the Royal Rumble, and we're going to just talk about the fallout of the Royal Rumble, and also what else we're doing. We're doing.
And we're talking about COD versus Fortnite.
We wanted to do that for a while.
And we got given a topic by Jess, didn't we? Our last topic.
We did.
Which is what happens or where do you go if you go anywhere, or what happens when you die?
Yeah, it'd be good to get the chat's reaction on that one.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure there'll be very different views.
Yeah,
If
it
there's
will
if there's religious people, if there's not religious
Yeah.
people, if there's
Well, we'll keep that to the last.
that's gonna be the last one.
Keep the best to last, I
Yeah.
reckon. But oh man, all right. So we'll talk about the Royal Rumble.
So Royal Rumble.
Now we are doing something different. No crypto.
no crypto. We're not doing Rogan files. We're just
No.
doing 3
We
topics.
might actually put the thing on because we always have to.
We got to bring up the Rogan file clip.
Yeah, we have to.
So the Royal Rumble recap. So I watched the watch along, and then I watched.
What did you think of it?
I liked the watch along a lot, and then I watched the highlights.
Yeah.
Amanda's laughing at your mascot for West Coast Eagles thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then I watched the highlights, and I watched the like Raw and that.
Yeah.
And first things first, I'm going to say is, apparently it's come out that Shane McMahon has been sacked
I saw that.
because
So
apparently he went and made all these decisions. Apparently Riddle was meant to win the Royal Rumble,
I heard about that too.
but
I did say that, didn't I?
but I actually like that Brock won it because he lost so he can take on what's his name.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. They could have done it differently though.
But do you know why I like it? Because there's this hype about Riddle, but I actually don't like him. I think he's lame. That's just me. I just don't. He's just.
yeah,
I
but
don't know.
they got to bring.
I know
up
they got
new,
to. Yeah, but I
new
think
stars.
they can beat someone better than him.
Who though?
I don't know. They could
There's
just
no one really.
He's-
Like who
I
can
don't
you
know.
bring up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like there's no one.
WWE's gone stale. I
Hasn't
wrote
it?
that in our thing. I said, "What was the Royal Rumble like?" And has WWE gone stale? And it has gone stale. The only good thing that I think came out of the Royal Rumble was Paul Heyman turning on Brock.
Oh, that was.
That's the only good
was good,
writing
yeah.
they did.
Yeah,
The rest of it, we almost predicted everything.
we did
At the start
we
of it,
did.
remember I said to Chris at the start of it, Brock's going to lose to Bobby, and then he's going to come back and win the Royal Rumble, and then challenge, and that's what happened. The only thing I didn't predict was that Roman Reigns was going to come in and
No, do you reckon like so? You watched Raw, right?
yeah,
So do you like the development into that?
it's just so predictable.
Yeah,
Like he's come in, oh, I'm going to go in the Elimination Chamber, so he's probably going to win it.
the title.
Yeah, and then take the
What's
title
the
to
point?
WrestleMania and unify the title, and then they'll make Roman Reigns unify them. I reckon they won't let Brock unify it because if this was 5 years ago, Brock would have done it.
Yeah,
But now
so-
to Vince, Roman is like the new
Roman-
Brock.
yeah, I know.
He's like the new Brock. Whereas I actually like Brock more than him.
Yeah, you know what? Brock's actually gone on the mic now
That's why
and
he's
doing more
better.
mic
That's why I
work
like him.
and
I think
mm,
I think now I know there's this new wave of wrestlers and that Brock will go down in history as a better, let's say you call them performers, than Roman Reigns. Yeah,
Yeah.
he will. He will, man. Look at the eras he's been in.
depends.
He did it with Stone Cold. He did
yeah.
it with Goldberg. He did it with. He's been in there with Hall of Famers,
Yeah, but
and he's just still going.
the problem with Brock Lesnar, he's not there for long.
Yeah, I know,
Well,
but
Roman Reigns is
I know
there
'cause he's
all the
full-time.
time.
But
you
he
know?
makes an impact.
Yeah, well,
I
that's it.
don't like this reign. Sorry for the pun. I said it on there, but
Yeah, you did.
he's been going. How long's he been champion for? This is like back in the day with Bruno Sammartino being 8-year champion.
He's
Like, this
been
is ridiculous.
champion.
He broke
for
Brock's
like
record. It's ridiculous.
400 something days.
That's
so-
ridiculous.
Oh, I know, bro. Look, yeah, look, the Royal Rumble for me, 3 out of 10. I said 5 out of 10 the other
I
day.
was going
but
to say you're going to change it.
I had to change it. It's about 3.
Oh,
It was pretty. It was not. It was pretty average.
so Chris Goff says he can never go home, Dougie, about your beard. Rob says I'll sit tight for a while. Royal Rumble, not my stratosphere. Watching James Webb Telescope. Hey Rob, how are you?
Yeah,
Rob is saying he says he's going to sit tight because he's not really into wrestling, but he said hello.
that's all
And
right.
then Chris Goff says they're trying to make Riddle the new Shawn Michaels. And I'm going to, just before you even go, if they're trying to do that, Vince is on another stratosphere because there will never be another HBK.
Well, yeah, no,
It's just
no
not going to
way.
happen.
No.
They tried to do that. You know who they tried to do that with? With John Morrison. They tried to make him like the new HBK.
There was another guy called
just-
Adam Cole.
Yeah,
Adam Cole, baby,
Yeah.
and he was seriously becoming the next
yeah.
Shawn
next
Michaels. Like he had the look, he had the,
Yeah.
and they were building him up, and like he was going to sign with WWE.
Yeah.
but then they told him what he was doing.
Yeah, no.
They were going to take him out of NXT and make him a manager,
Yeah.
right?
And
And
he
he was
didn't
like,
like
nah. So he went to AEW.
Yeah, I know.
And now he's killing it, killing
He's
it in
probably a
AEW.
good performer.
He is a good
Yeah,
performer.
well, that's it.
He's a bit small, but it doesn't matter about size these days.
It's not these days. I've said that to you for years. They've always pushed Hulk Hogan and these big guys,
Yeah.
but Stone Cold Steve Austin is only 6'2".
Yeah,
It's not very big.
No.
But, and I've always said it, even more than 50% of wrestling is how good you are on the mic.
It is.
Wrestling comes into it, obviously, because you've got to be able to be athletic and that. But if you're good on the mic,
Yeah, and
you're-
character work.
you're,
If you can be if you can relate to the
you're
crowd,
there.
and if you're a heel or a face,
Doesn't matter.
It
That's
doesn't
right.
matter. Like if you can get that crowd to
Yeah.
either hate you or
Of
love
course.
you, that's
And you
you've
look,
got
because
it.
you know how I give a perfect example about that is look back in the day. Bret Hart, they all say he was probably technically the best wrestler. But by the end, he wasn't very good on the mic. He sucked at the end on the mic, and that's why people didn't like him. They loved him at the start when he had that persona, just used to walk in, wrestle. When he
Yeah.
started trying to compete with like the Stone Colds and that on the mic,
Well, I reckon one of the
just-
best feuds was with him and Stone
it
Cold.
was. Probably was, but Stone Cold would have made it. Any feud with Stone Cold is good because he's so good on the
though.
mic.
Yeah, but that feud like
It was
propelled
good. Yeah, of course, but it's because of him.
Yeah,
Propelled, he wasn't good. Brett didn't propel Stone Cold.
but that feud was
Yeah,
killer.
but it's just because he's.
Like
it's
I
him.
was watching the other day before I watched this Royal Rumble. I was watching 1997 Royal
The
Rumble.
best.
Oh, it was
The best.
awesome, man.
You know what was so
So
good about back
good.
in the day? What I remember is you had all these matches and there was superstars. Let's say Stone Cold, Rock, Goldbergs, whoever. You had all these guys, HBKs, Undertaker, Triple H. These are all Hall of Famers. Way better than the list today. But you didn't know who was going to win.
No.
The only match you could ever bank on, and this is a fact, was Undertaker winning at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then eventually he lost, but it was the only match every year you were like, you knew the outcome.
Yeah, because when you saw Brock go in, you just knew he was going to win it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? You could never, you used to get Stone Cold versus Rock. You didn't know who was winning because they were just,
I heard rumors that Shane McMahon
I've
was
heard
like
He was
like
changing shit
he was
like
changing
last
stuff.
minute.
Yeah, and he was in charge of the Rumble. That's why it sucked.
Apparently Vince has told people he has been let go.
It's his son.
Apparently. Yeah, no.
It's his son.
He's heir to the throne, isn't he? It's like,
Oh my
he is
God.
what Vince was
Well,
35 years ago
that's
from
right,
Vince
that's right.
McMahon Senior, Vince Kennedy McMahon Senior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, like and like before that, it was Triple H and I think the guy called Jamie Noble.
Yeah.
He used to do the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
It used to be pretty, not too bad.
Well, Triple H has been in it for his whole life, hasn't he? So
Well, Triple H was running NXT,
I know, and it was good.
and it was awesome. And then they got rid of him apparently, and now Vince has got his hands on NXT, and
Yeah.
NXT is not as good. It's not as good as it was.
Vince,
Not at all.
mate, if I was Vince, you know what I don't get? He's a billionaire, right? He's been doing this. He's in his 70s.
How can you get it wrong?
No, but not that you can get it wrong, man. Just
He's
sit back and watch someone else do it, man.
I know.
Enjoy your life.
Exactly.
Why are you still working?
I don't know. Don't
Like,
know.
you are a billionaire. He's a legit, he's a billionaire. Sit back, give the company to either Triple H, your son, whatever.
Yeah.
Give them some knowledge and fucking enjoy yourself.
I know.
man.
Man.
What are you
I
doing?
know,
Like,
it's
relax.
ridiculous, but
He's just holding it.
he's just holding on to. But he's got other people in there that like Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah, but you know what
is
he's
the same. Like they do this. They
because
they think the same
what
way.
happens is, you know what, I say this about Man United, the team I support, right? What happens with these things is they just start making boys clubs. I say it about the Crows here to you all the time. I'm Crows fan.
Yeah.
Rashudo made the Crows a boys club.
Yeah.
And what happened to the club?
Yeah, pretty much.
Went from being a premiership favourite to probably one of the worst teams in the league.
yeah.
Because they make giving their friends jobs that actually don't know nothing about. He's probably giving these guys wrestling jobs they know nothing about wrestling. Oh, you're a banker, be in charge of Man United. You're a lawyer, be in charge of WWE.
Yeah, no, it's not.
They
it's
got to
not-
know the
No, it's good.
what they're
yeah,
doing.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But they don't. That's the
No,
problem.
No, that's the problem.
So,
Is that the same? So Man United's the same, is it?
oh yeah, because these American owners own them.
Yeah.
They know nothing about soccer, football,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And they give jobs to all these bankers and
Mm-hmm.
blokes that don't know anything about football. And that's why Man United went from the best club in the world to
Yeah.
they just
Unreal.
run like shit.
Unreal.
And that's what's happening with wrestling. It's boys' club.
Well, with wrestling, it's it's sad because it was such a good company so long ago. You know,
It is.
Like,
It's
in
the
the night-
pioneer of wrestling, isn't it?
like in
It's-
'98, it was so cool. But you know,
the
like
Attitude Era was the best.
you know what's good about these days is like there's an alternative. You can go watch AEW now.
But there actually was then too. Because I
Well,
loved
WCW.
I loved WCW.
Oh yeah, but how good? But you'd think that like AEW has been around now for about 3 years, and they think that it's competition and they'll up their game, but they haven't.
no,
You know why?
With WCW, they did. They shit themselves.
Yeah, because there wasn't as much money in
That's
now.
right.
Do you know how much money
Oh, it's-
WWE makes now?
Yeah, no, it's
More
ridiculous.
money than they've ever made
I know,
in
it's
like
ridiculous.
forever. So
It's
that's why
ridiculous.
they've got a Saudi deal. They've got
That's
got all
gonna
these
keep them that
streaming
Saudi deal
deals.
keep them running forever.
exactly. So that's why when you got so much money coming in, they don't care, man. As long as the money's coming in, they don't give a shit about the product.
Yeah.
They could care less about the product. That's why they let all these wrestlers go.
Yeah.
Look at that Bray Wyatt. Why would you let Bray Wyatt go?
Well, I said that to you. How can you let Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman go? Like I said, even if Braun Strowman wasn't good, you work with blokes like that. And the way I see it is he probably wasn't good because of the way Vince was working him.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You got
Exactly.
these two guys. These guys should be champions. Like,
exactly.
you know, it's
Exactly.
Zakal says, I'm not even gonna ask, you don't even want to know, Zakal. He says, which team do you follow in the English Premier League, Chris?
Well, I don't really follow anyone.
Just tell him the truth.
What Manchester United?
You follow Tottenham.
Once I found out they have never won a championship,
It's 'cause
I backed away.
I told you that joke, didn't I? That was a funny joke.
As if they ever won a premiership.
Not a premiership, they haven't, no. Premier League only
Have they won an FA Cup?
in the 60s or 70s or something, yeah.
Okay.
The only teams that have ever won the Premier League, because Premier League's been around 30-something years, are Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool now have only won one, Leicester, I think that's... and Man City.
There's not many.
No, 6 teams have only ever won it since it's been the Premier League.
Oh, right, okay.
Because Man United won, it's been around, Man United won almost half of them.
Yeah.
They were so
good.
dominant
Yeah.
in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah. Okay.
Rob says, wrestling came to Whyalla in the 70s. It was huge. Andre the Giant, Mario Milano, Von Verto, and Abdullah the Butcher. That exhausts my subject knowledge. They came to Whyalla. Andre the Giant. What are you? Did Andre the Giant actually go to Whyalla, Rob? Is that what you're saying?
That exhausts his knowledge.
Dude, Andre the Giant was... apparently he was...
He was such a cool guy.
No, but apparently he was just a gentle giant.
Yeah,
he was like the most lovable guy. Apparently he used to get jugs of beer when they would all go out. Everyone would have a pint and he would drink them like pints because he wouldn't get drunk. He would scull a jug and he'd just be... because he was massive, bro.
Yeah, he was a big boy.
That was probably when they came for that. They probably went everywhere. Why, hello, Andre the Giant. He was a beast, wasn't he?
Yeah,
That's
a beast.
That's killer. That's good. That's a good thing to remember, Rob. That's a good thing to hold on to. I like it.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I used to do wrestling. So, yeah, it's good fun.
Andre the Giant. Let's say Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan were like the pioneers.
They were the pioneers.
You know what I mean? They were.
Yeah, but like Austin made wrestling.
Austin made it, propelled it. Austin and The Rock, let's say, propelled it. You know that WCW helped. If it wasn't for WCW, WWE wouldn't be as big. Because they took them on and WWE shit themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And now they got too much money to give a shit about anything.
Right. So all those guys that were there, like,
yeah,
that we talk about them, Nash, Hall, Goldberg, Steiner, those guys got a big part to play. That's why they're Hall of Famers as well, because...
Is Steiner a Hall of Famer?
He's probably not, but I agree he probably shouldn't be. But I mean, like Nash, Hall, Goldberg... They all should. They're Hall of Famers because they deserve it because of what they did with WCW was ridiculous.
Did well, but then it just went downhill, man.
I'm telling you,
WCW got greedy.
It was all. I'm telling you.
Have you seen that documentary?
If they, in my opinion, if they never did the finger poke of doom, that ruined them. That's my opinion. That ended them.
Yeah, it did.
Because how do you have this guy that wins whatever it was? It was made up, obviously, but it's 300 streak or something.
Yeah.
Loses to Nash. Okay, everyone loved it. Yeah, finally lost, and then that killed them. I remember it, and I'm like, I used to watch Monday Night Nitro late because it was on late, and I was like, what the?
Yeah, that's when like Nash just fell to the ground.
Yeah, and the finger poke of doom, and Hulk Hogan had the title, and everyone lost it. Everyone was like, nah, because that was the worst writing in history of wrestling.
And also, like when like Bischoff used to leak the because Raw used to be pre-taped.
Yeah, that's right.
And he used to leak the results.
Yeah.
And turn to it because we got the results. We can tell you exactly what happened. It was actually Mankind versus The Rock for the title.
Yeah.
And he actually leaked that Mankind won.
Yeah, I know. Because
that's a dog act, man.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
And then you know what's funny? McMahon goes and hires these guys later. So. But
Rob said yes. Andre was in Whyalla. He was Mr. Popular. Everyone loved him.
He was cool. It would have been cool to meet him.
He was cool. Andre was massive, bro.
He was cool. But yeah, the Royal Rumble sucked.
All right, so let's go. I'll ask you let's put a few questions in. So, what was the best match?
Oh, man, there wasn't many.
Was it Brock Lashley, maybe?
Yeah, maybe just by a whisker.
What about...
It wasn't that great.
Reigns, was Reigns Rollins any good?
No, going back to Brock and Lashley... That match has been built up for like years because they're both MMA fighters, and she was like, "Oh, they got to, the
big strong."
That's right.
Guys.
And then it was just so lackluster, and then the finish was shit.
Yeah,
like you want to see a real finish with those two guys.
Well, that was like what I said to you about Bobby Lashley Goldberg. It was like, listen, if you did that match 10 years ago, it probably would have been one of the best matches in the history of wrestling.
Oh, of course.
But because you waited to 2021 to do it, it sucked. because obviously Goldberg's getting older.
That's right.
Like if you did that when he was at his ferocious beast, and Lashley's at his beast, it would have been the best.
Yeah, that's
but they
right.
wait, it's like wrong timing.
I know, man.
And I mean, Brock's getting a bit older too, and Bobby's actually he's 45. He's not like young.
No.
So it's like these guys. What the problem is with them, I say Brock, Bobby, Goldberg. The problem with them is Nash is probably in that category. They're so powerful that when they start losing that, they look crap because
They do.
they go from being able to pick up, like Goldberg went from being able to pick up Big Show over his head to, and Bobby will be the same. So will Goldberg. Once Brock, he won't be able to do those suplexes when he's in his 50s, bro.
No.
Because you can't. You're physically not as strong anymore.
No.
It's just
I mean,
they're still strong.
yeah. Like I don't want to take away anything from the performers. Like they're amazing, but it's more the story and the matches, the way it was booked. Shit.
Yeah. See, Rob gave good insight there, man. He said they all sat in the pub, happily chatting to fans at lunchtime. They were there, full of bruises, etc.
Yeah.
They were athletes. You know how you always say people say wrestling is fake.
Well, it's choreographed. Like
No, it's scripted.
it's scripted.
But
Yeah.
you're still. I
still gotta be athletic.
was watching Top Gear.
Yeah.
You know how they've got their new show, The Grand Tour.
No.
Well, Jeremy Clarkson and that got a new show called The Grand Tour.
Yeah.
The three guys.
Yep.
And they had, I think it was Goldberg and Stone Cold on there.
Mhm.
And he said straight out, Goldberg goes, listen. He goes, wrestling's fake. He goes, this is how I'm going to put it into perspective for you. He goes, yeah, it's scripted. He goes, but I still pick Big Show up over my head. He goes, so don't tell me I'm not an athlete.
Yeah.
He
That's
goes,
right.
he goes, Big Show's 500 and something pounds. And he goes, I can lift him.
Yeah.
He goes, that takes athleticism and strength. And
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? That's the perspective. It's like, yeah, okay, it is fake and scripted, but you still got to be athletic and you got to be an athlete to do it. You
Man.
can't
Look,
not be an athlete.
I used to do it, and the training that's
it's
involved
rigorous.
in wrestling, you got to be fit,
Of course you have
and
to
you got to be athletic, and you have to be, yeah. It does hurt, guys. It's not something that doesn't hurt. It does hurt.
Trishima Lupeb says, my favorite is Shinsuke Nakamura.
No,
Really-
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, but I'm saying Shinsuke because that's a soccer player's name.
Ah,
That name, I'm telling you,
I think he spelled it wrong.
I'm telling you that he's stolen that from a soccer player. That's what that is. I bet you, is he, what
Oh, really?
nationality is he?
Japanese.
Yeah, that's what it is. He was a Japanese.
Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura was a Japanese soccer player that played for Celtic, and he had like a killer free. He was like an icon to the Japanese, and I bet you that's why he's called himself that.
Anyway, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I bet you that character's made his wrestling name that because it was a soccer player.
But if you had seen Shinsuke Nakamura in Japan, he was awesome. WWE, he's only held one title, the IC title. That's it.
Yeah, okay.
They just don't push these guys, man.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And these guys go somewhere else, like an AEW or a New Japan, and they're awesome.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
because WWE is lame.
Yeah. It's just,
Listen.
you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's entertainment. It's not pro wrestling.
No, okay, so
It's not
all
pro
right,
wrestling.
so
mate.
what rating do you give the actual Rumble match?
The Rumble match, I'll give it a
Was it
Two-
bad?
two out
was
of
that
10.
bad?
yeah.
A 2 for a Rumble.
Well, shit, man. There's nothing good happened. The only thing that happened was when Omos came out.
Omos, yeah, Omos.
And
the
he
big dude.
and he started cleaning house. That was kind of exciting.
Who
but
did Brock kick him out?
Nah.
They teamed up on
No,
him.
just yeah. Other than that, it was pretty shit. So
Did he do anything to his ex-partner? Because didn't he
Who?
used to be what's his name's bodyguard? AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, yeah,
Did he crack him?
Yeah, he cracked him.
That's
Yeah,
killer.
AJ Styles stayed there. I was
Yeah.
hoping he won because he's a great wrestler. AJ, I love AJ, but he just signed a new contract because he's probably getting good money.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
AJ, I didn't mind him at the start. I don't like him as much anymore. I don't know. I think it's his mic. I don't like him as much on the mic.
I don't know.
But I know he's a good wrestler. I agree. I
Yeah,
liked him
yeah.
at the start. I thought he was a lot better.
Yeah.
It's just
No, it was bad, and
so. What about
Like,
Reigns Rollins?
yeah, it was all right. It was
Three?
all right. But it's
3.
each championship match ended up in a DQ or a screw thing, a screw
But
job.
I remember I said that
You
on the
know?
stream. I'm like, I bet you they make it a DQ now.
So where do we go from here then? Where do we go? So do you think they're going to unify the titles?
Yeah, I reckon Reigns.
You reckon Reigns?
Yep. They're not, for some reason, I just don't see Vince making him lose.
Because
it's going to be something ridiculous.
Because they don't need two titles, do they?
He'll hold both belts, I think. I don't think they'll unify. It'll be the universal.
Yeah, two belts.
Yeah, like Jericho did.
Yeah. That was the best.
But the thing was, see that there's another thing, right? So Stone Cold had one, didn't he, at the time? And Rock had one. Is that right?
No, that was he.
But when he unified, and everyone was like,
Austin used to have his own championship belt he made.
Yeah, no, but everyone.
It was the.
But what I'm saying is when Jericho did it,
yeah,
everyone was like, oh, the first Universal Champion ever is going to be The Rock. It's going to be Stone Cold, and then Jericho won it.
That's right.
No one predicted that.
No.
But that's what I mean. That was good writing.
Yeah,
and I remember he came out like this, and he put his 2 belts, and it was like,
That's right.
No one predicted that.
No.
But now that would never happen because it's so lame.
That's right. Well, no, there's the Elimination Chamber is coming up.
So who's in it? It's going to be obviously Lesnar, Lashley, Drew,
Seth Rollins.
Will Rollins be in it?
Yeah, and Austin Theory apparently beat Kevin Owens in a match on Raw.
See, I like Owens.
Owens is awesome. See, he's a good wrestler, man.
Yeah, but they
don't use him, and he just signed on the contract there.
Is it because they don't like, he doesn't have the 6-pack, and is that what it is?
I don't know, man.
Because he's been champion before.
He has, but like Jericho made that.
Yeah.
Like when
they drilled him, wasn't it? Didn't like Goldberg come and like smash him on the road to beating Lesnar or something?
Yeah, he did.
And that like sort of ruined him a bit. See, that was bad writing.
It was. Just Devil of the North is talking to us on TikTok. It's the King of the North, really.
Oh.
Wait, King of the North, tap the screen, mate. Tap the screen.
Zakal says KP versus Chris on FIFA 22 online.
Done. Let's do it. I haven't got the game though to buy the game. All we can do is we can play Fortnite together.
We can. Rob says, I'll let Chris answer this. Question. Whilst most fights are planned / rigged, whatever you want to call it, scripted, what about championship fights?
Everything's scripted.
They're scripted too.
It's a show, man. It's like watching a movie. It's a show. Yeah. It's about making people believe in something. It's like watching a show.
What it is, you know what I've always described wrestling as?
What?
I've always described wrestling as, you know how there's Young and the Restless, Days of Our Lives and all that? It's the soap opera for men.
For men.
That's what I always say. Oh, I'm not saying women don't like it, but it is like, that's what it always was. It was like the soap opera for men.
Yeah,
because it was wrestling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still popular like in America and that. But, look, the best thing that's happened to wrestling in the last 3 years is AEW.
But even like I said, the best thing back then that happened was WCW.
Yeah.
And that's true.
Yeah. But going back to Elimination Chamber, I don't know, man. I can see Brock winning.
I can see him winning.
Yeah.
But then I just don't think Vince is going to make Roman lose anytime. Like I think he'll go this year as champion. And that's too long to me.
Yeah.
Like that'll be what? 400. That'll be like 700 days champion.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. I don't know.
But then again, you look at the list, who they're going to get besides Brock, who's going to beat him?
The Rock could come back.
Yeah, but give him a championship if he's only there for 2 fights, like they do with Goldberg.
The Rock's massive, man.
Because I'm saying they do that with Goldberg, so why not? But then he'll have to lose it. And who's going to lose it
to Roman again.
See, that's crap. That's again crap.
Do you know what the problem with WWE is? They've only built up one
couple
star.
Stars, that's right.
1 star, man. Brock Lesnar is not really an active wrestler. No. He's part-timer. Yeah, no. So you can't count him.
But he's been there now.
Oh, yeah, I know, but you can't, they've built up no one, man, to take, they had Big E.
Yeah.
Big E,
they've screwed him over.
Well, they screwed him over. They
got Bobby. So they got Bobby, Rollins,
that's it.
And Reigns. They're the 3. They're like the 3.
That's it. Not
Drew?
even Rollins.
They were building up Drew. What happened to him?
They just killed him.
Like they made him
like invincible in 2020. Then the pandemic.
But that's what I mean. But then like Goldberg came, he beat Goldberg. They let him beat a Hall of Famer.
I know, but the pandemic killed him, man. Because he came in and then the pandemic.
Who did he lose to? He lost to Bobby.
Yeah, and he was champion in front of no crowds.
Yeah,
and that kind of kills you, man.
Yeah, of course,
it does.
So yeah, that's right. He beat Goldberg. They let him beat a Hall of Famer, and then he lost to Lashley.
That's right.
And then he just never got another look in.
That's right.
Why not? Why can't they build up? What I don't get is you got these guys that are good. Drew, Sheamus. Why can't they build them up a bit? Sheamus was a former champion, isn't he? Even Orton's still there.
Yeah, another thing as well is they don't know how to long-term book.
Yeah, of course.
They don't know.
They don't long-term book.
Nah,
they
that's
made
the
that thing
problem.
happen with Brock, and then so Brock comes in and they're like, oh, he's going to lose this. What are we going to do with him?
Exactly. Apparently, McMahon made those decisions on that night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the problem. Like, you go watch an AEW show, and they long-term book everything, man. Like, they've got it all planned out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some things sometimes change because of injuries or whatever.
Yeah.
But these story arcs, you call them, right? Go for like a whole year.
Yeah.
You know, and you follow this storyline for a whole year. And you get invested into it. Here, you can't, man, because it's like changing every 5 seconds.
Of course. Amanda says, I always wondered about betting. How can you bet on something scripted? The reason you can bet on it is because no one besides who's there knows the outcome. And if a wrestler got caught betting on it, he'd probably go to jail.
Yeah, of course.
He'd get done hard.
But you can bet on it.
You can because we don't know the outcome.
But we do. you can.
Oh, mate, I said we should have had money on what we said.
Yeah,
Brock losing and then winning the Rumble, and it would have paid money.
You would have 100%. So
Rob says, so do any wrestlers compete in the Olympics? There was a wrestler, Rob. Brock Lesnar, that we're talking about, is a former All-American wrestler. I think
that's right.
Is Bobby Lashley, I think, is the same. He was an All-American wrestler, I think.
Bobby Lashley, yeah.
Jack Swagger was. And the most famous one is Kurt Angle. He actually won 2 gold medals.
Yeah.
At the Atlanta Olympics.
Yeah, he did.
And then he was a professional wrestler for 30.
And Jack Swagger, he's in AEW now.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was an All-American. But
he was.
Yeah, Kurt Angle actually won 2 gold medals at the 96 Olympics. And then he was with WWE from, I think, 97 till...
Yeah, no, it's...
whenever. And I actually loved him because he was a real wrestler.
Yeah, he was the best.
And he was so lame. At the start, I loved him, you know, when he was the good boy.
Yeah.
And Stone Cold.
Drink milk.
And he was like, drink milk. And like, he's like, I don't want to drink any beer with you, Steve Austin. I'm going to drink my milk. And he would have like a milk mustache. It was the best.
Yeah, wrestling was good back then.
Yeah, man, it was the best.
But, look, I've seen better Royal Rumbles, man. And, yeah, I reckon predictions is...
So, what do you think is going to happen in Elimination Chamber? Prediction.
Brock, you can't see... Can you see past Brock?
I don't know. So, is Big E in the Elimination Chamber? No.
Yeah.
So
Big
Big
he's
E...
defending his title.
No, not Big E. Bobby.
Yes, he is.
Big E.
Oh, Big E.
Yeah, I'm saying it's Big E.
Nah, Big E lost.
Oh.
Big E lost. That's how much they buried the poor bloke.
Ah.
He's not in it.
See, you know what? Drew could be a smoky. They might just start pushing him again to win it.
Is Drew McIntyre in it?
I think you just said before. Drew,
Is
Brock.
he? I can't remember if
Drew. I think it's Drew, Brock, Bobby,
Seth Rollins,
Seth, and who's
that,
the other
that
one you
Austin
said?
Theory bloke.
Austin Theory. And is it meant to be 6, isn't it?
Is there 6 or 5?
Is it 5?
Can anyone help us? Anyone help us out in the chat?
6, because I think it's 6 contestants all up.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, Brock did dabble in some. He was actually the UFC. Brock was actually the UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
And he won it, and then he lost to Cain Velasquez. And that's why they brought Cain Velasquez back to WWE. That's why WWE paid him millions when he couldn't even move. But when he was in UFC, that guy was bad. He was... But his knees are shot now.
His knees are
That's why he walked in, he was all...
Yeah.
And it was crap. If he was like he was 10 years ago when he beat Brock, oh, man. So Rob says, the entertainment industry pays dollars more than athletics. Nothing new there. That's very true. Very true. Very true.
And what does...
A man who's just saying about...
Do you follow AEW All Elite Wrestling? Yeah, I do.
Chris does big time, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I just get my information of AEW from Chris.
Yeah, because I got the Fight
Because he
TV.
watches, he's got the Fight TV in that.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you follow it, Zakal? Do you follow it?
Well, yeah. Well, there's nothing much else to say really, but it's what do you predict?
Oh, I think they're going to make Brock win it, and then when's WrestleMania? So it's all road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, March.
So I think by March, Roman Reigns holds both belts. I just think that's going to
be suck.
And that's going to suck bad because then they'll start, you know what Vince will do? This is my opinion. He'll hold both belts and then Vince will make him go to Raw and SmackDown and be like head of the table everywhere.
Yeah.
And it will start making that persona that's good crap.
But who beats him? Like I said, The Rock, but where? Like WrestleMania would be the great.
But then what the problem is, if The Rock comes and beats him, he's going to have both belts. If someone's holding both belts...
Unless they do a 3-way.
Yeah, they could.
and then he loses to The Rock there.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
They got it? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, listen, it might not happen. You know, I hope
Because,
it
like-
doesn't. Another thing that could actually really happen, now thinking about it, is it'll be Bobby and Brock left at the Elimination Chamber, and Reigns comes and does something to him again.
Unscrews him again.
That's probably even more likely. I reckon that's what happens. And then it won't unify. It'll just be Brock because he's picked Reigns at WrestleMania. And maybe he wins, Brock. Maybe he takes the title off. Maybe that's when Roman finally loses.
Or like Reigns comes in to screw Brock, but then the Rock's music hits.
Yeah, maybe.
And then
a fatal three-way at WrestleMania.
Yeah, or
I would like that if they did that.
Yeah, because they can't not put Brock in there after what Roman did to him.
No, well, he won the Royal Rumble, so he's picked.
Yeah, I know.
He's already picked Reigns for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
he's picked him. He picked him on Raw.
Yeah.
So that's contractual. That's what they say.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's got him. Chris Goff says, "Bring Jake the Snake Roberts back." Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake's wild.
You know he was petrified of snakes.
He was.
The guy.
Was he?
Have you seen the documentary?
No.
It was a different snake. Like every time, everyone thought it was a pet snake,
Oh.
but it's actually a different snake. And he's petrified of snake. Wasn't trained or nothing. It was just this python that they gave him on show. Like that's how it was. But that's how it was back then. You know what I mean? Like,
oh jeez.
Jake Snake was killer, man.
Jake the Snake was wild.
Yeah. See, I reckon that's actually more of a possibility now. If The Rock comes back.
Because
then again, The Rock's in his 50s.
Yeah, but what I heard about The Rock was, you know how like he's the tribal chief and all that.
Yeah.
Like because they're blood.
They're cousins. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pissed off at how he's going.
Yeah, that's what they'll say.
And like for the family, it's
he's
looking bad.
Because he's a nice guy. Right?
And now he's there to bring the family back to.
Yeah, you know, I liked Hill Rock.
Hill Rock was awesome.
You know, and then when that's what brought Goldberg back.
Yeah, Hill Rock.
But I actually liked Hill Rock.
You remember old Hill Rock?
Oh, dude, but Hill Rock when Goldberg came, I loved him. He was so funny. He'd play the guitar in his leather pants and that, like.
Yeah.
But people hated it because Rock was meant to be a goodie. You know what I mean? He's meant to be babyface. Oh, you know what?
What?
It could happen. You're right. It could.
Definitely.
I actually, you know what? I'm going to predict. This is what I'm going to say now. I actually reckon Reigns comes to screw Brock, Elimination Chamber, and then I don't know, maybe, but something will happen. But yeah, I reckon maybe that's what they screw Brock again. Reigns again gets Brock.
Yeah, I don't know. I reckon The Rock's coming back.
Maybe. You know what's good about The Rock? The Rock is different to, you know, those guys I mentioned before, Nash, Goldberg, all that. The Rock can come back at his age and wrestle because he never did power moves like Goldberg and that. His moves were the rock bottom. They were weak.
They're weak.
I can do them. It's true.
Yeah,
I can't do a power bomb.
No.
But Goldberg and that, their moves are big. That's why they struggle now. But The Rock can come back at that age and do it because all his moves are people.
That doesn't
they're all just. He doesn't do anything big. It's not power.
True.
It's athletic.
True.
And, you know, that's why he can still do it.
Hello, Maruvina 79 Ferreira. Welcome.
But that's what they should do, Goffy. If it was me, I'd give Goldberg the unified title and then get Stone Cold back to win it off him.
Yeah.
Zakal Amin says, I follow the NRL, soccer, and cricket.
I can't get into cricket.
I love cricket.
Nah, cricket sucks.
Cricket's a good sport to play.
I play it.
It's fun.
It's not bad to play, but to watch like a test match.
Oh, I love test match is the best.
Forget it, mate. I'm gone.
Test match is the best
See
form
you
of
later.
cricket.
Goodbye.
It's the only good form of cricket. The rest are lame.
Nah. NRL. I like NRL.
Who do you follow in the NRL, Zakal? Do you follow anyone?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't follow, but I like the Rabbitohs.
Do you?
Yeah.
I like Broncos.
No, Broncos suck.
It's just I like them if I'd follow them. Because I used to like Lockyer.
Oh, you're lucky.
He's a good
yeah.
player.
Chris, the King of the North, he's a big Roosters fan.
Ah, Roosters. Does he love isn't that what's his name? Russell Crowe?
No, that's Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs, sorry, yeah. Oh, you're a Russell Crowe head.
I don't go for him because of that. I don't know. I just like the colours, I guess, green and the red.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So.
Well, what else? Is there anything else to touch on about Royal Rumble?
Not really. It's pretty crap.
So Royal Rumble was like -3 out of 10. You said, or something?
It was pretty bad.
Is that what you said?
It was pretty bad. It wasn't that great. So
go the Roosters, Goffy says.
Yeah. No, look, we'll do another watch along,
Yeah, definitely.
but I don't know which one. I want to do the WrestleMania one.
We'll definitely do WrestleMania.
Have to do WrestleMania
For sure.
So,
Hey,
hey,
Father
Jimmy
Jim.
T, Father
Father
Jim
Jim.
has rocked up.
Father
Please
Jim.
bless this podcast. Bless
Father
this podcast,
Jim.
please.
Father Jim's a nice guy, isn't he?
Father Jim is a nice guy. Father Jim is a great guy.
He is, man. Oh, well, so we've given a few predictions.
Yeah, so guys, if you like the podcast, if you'd like to watch along and you want to see more of it, let us know, and yeah, we'll do more of it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do it.
We're gonna do more watch alongs as well. Like you're gonna do some more Manchester United
Yeah,
games.
me and John did one watch along for Man United Brentford. We did that 6:30 in the morning. Once I think there's an 11:30 game coming up. Me and John might do a watch along for that
Yeah,
soon.
cool.
And yeah, we're going to do some AFL ones as well when the AFL season starts. Amanda says, I'd rather watch a bunch of men play hide and seek in the middle of an oval than watch cricket.
no.
That's funny, man. Jimmy says, is there a Father Jim wrestler? It's you, man.
Yeah.
Your Father Jim. John is the diplomat.
John is the diplomat. Yeah. Where is Johnny G tonight, man?
He's being diplomatic somewhere.
I did see him. I did see him in the TikTok chat just before.
Oh, was he? Doesn't come in this
He
one.
doesn't come in this one, but he's in the TikTok
Oh,
chat.
yeah, he's a tripper.
Guys, how you going?
Yeah, so, okay, we've touched on
I'm happy, but yeah,
recap. We've given our predictions.
yeah, and
We've settled on that WWE is pretty lame at the moment.
Yes, it is. And what we'll do is, when the elimination chamber happens, I'll see if I can do a watch along on that one. I'm not 100% sure because I could be working,
Yeah,
or
but we'll try.
we'll try. If not, we'll talk about it on that
Yeah,
the
definitely.
podcast
So,
that week.
What day do AEW do their main events?
Good evening, dear. They do Saturdays or Sundays as
Saturday
well.
or Sundays.
Yeah,
But
so Monday.
are WWE going to go back to Mondays here?
I don't know.
So that would be Sunday over there.
Yeah, it was normally on the
I know, it was weird that they did
Yeah,
it then. I
it's
was shocked.
I know.
I was just shocked they did it at that time. They've never done one at that time.
We have to find out when WrestleMania's on. Hopefully it's on.
Rob is laughing at Amanda's comment about cricket. Yeah, we'll find out.
Good evening, good
We'll find
evening, good evening. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for the likes. Keep pressing that like button.
All right, so yeah, like I said, we said, yeah, WWE needs to up their game.
They do.
But we'll try to do even maybe some AEW watch-alongs is what I was getting at.
Oh, look, AEW, I can't wait because they're awesome, man. And they got my favorite wrestler, CM Punk.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger is one of my favorites. No. Actually, CM Punk is in an awesome feud at the moment with MJF. I don't know, do you know who MJF is?
Is that like MDF that you use for construction?
Exactly like that, yeah. No.
Who the hell's MJF, man?
MJF is Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Uh-huh. So he's like
the biggest.
Martin Luther King's son or something?
Look, he's the biggest heel to come out of any promotion in the last 20 years, I reckon.
Biggest heel ever?
Yeah.
Is he
100%.
like... Who do you reckon was the biggest heel like in WWE back in, let's say, the Attitude Era?
Oh,
Austin was a heel when you think about it.
nah, he was a baby face.
I reckon he's a heel.
No, he wasn't a heel. It was a baby. Mate, they loved him.
Yeah, no, but doesn't mean he was babyface.
Nah, that was a baby.
He
Dude.
did. What did he do? He was
He used
more.
to go against.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh, they're sending us hearts. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Thanks for the
he
hearts.
was really a heel to people because of what he did. The way he acted was more heel,
I know.
but he was babyface to the fans. It was weird. It's like he was his own thing, really. That's what when you think about it.
Yeah, but he
But
wasn't
the
a heel,
biggest
though.
heel was probably Triple H
I was going to say Triple H.
because he just was a
Triple
heel
H was
all the time.
he was great.
Because he was. I don't think he was ever good. Even when he was DX, they were heels. They weren't.
Yeah, Triple H. The Undertaker was good as a heel,
Yeah, he was alright.
but he's more face.
He's just like Stone Cold. He's like not anything. He's just what he is. He's just him.
But yeah, Triple H was
Yeah.
Triple H was good.
Amanda said Del Rio. Isn't he like he's off the rails now? He like has been to jail.
Alberto.
Hasn't he been to like
Yeah, he's off the rails.
like?
man.
But he went to like jail and stuff,
Off
didn't he?
the rails.
Didn't he go to jail and like?
Yeah.
everything?
Like he
That's crazy.
assaulted his that girl Paige. Remember Paige?
No, I don't know.
Paige,
don't
she
know.
was a wrestler.
Didn't watch it during that era. I knew Alberto, but I wasn't watching wrestling then.
Anyway, apparently he went out with her and
Oh, and he assaulted
Yeah.
her. Oh well. Yeah.
yeah. But no, look, we know we love our wrestling, and we will be talking about Elimination Chamber
Definitely.
in the weeks to come.
So when's that? In a couple of weeks?
Yeah, a couple of weeks, and we'll talk about the fallout.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
All right, well.
But guys, let's get on to the next
So the next topic.
Love so much www. Someone just said they love www.
Is that World Wide Web, or were they meant to say
She
WWE?
loves the World Wide Web. Well, you know what? Keep tapping the screen, guys. Tap, 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 tap. Get more people in here.
So the next topic we're going to talk about is a gaming topic.
The gaming. Oh,
And it's a big.
been waiting for this one.
We're going to talk about. It's pretty much an all-time great, which is Call of Duty, versus the new kid on the block, which is Fortnite.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about people in the chat. I don't know if people play games in the chat, whatever, even on the TikTok, whatever. What is better, COD or Fortnite?
Look, I've got to go. Man, it depends on the day. All right? It depends on the day. Like, one day you feel like playing Fortnite, but then another day you might feel like playing COD. And it depends if you're getting your ass kicked in one of them or the other. That's the one you want to play.
See, I don't think it depends on the day. Do you know what it depends on for me?
What?
It depends on the COD.
Yeah. There are some great CODs.
Some CODs suck. But if anyone said to me it was Modern Warfare 2, I'd pick that over Fortnite any day of the week. That's just me.
Yeah, look, the multiplayer is...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's different multiplayer,
but
though.
I just love that one.
It's not Battle Royale.
I personally don't like the COD Battle Royales.
No. Do you reckon the Fortnite Battle Royale is better than the... Yeah.
It's more fun.
It's more fun.
It's just, it's fun.
It's fun.
The COD Battle Royale, they just made it solely to compete with Fortnite. That's all it was.
It's hard, though. Like, you just walk out, you get hit.
It's just, I don't like it. I mean, I've gotten down good in it, but I don't enjoy it as much. Fortnite is fun for the Battle Royale. But
yeah.
All over, I've had more fun with COD multiplayer than I have with Fortnite because it's been out so much longer.
Yeah.
Some of those games, like I said, Modern Warfare 2, World at War, they're all-time great games.
World at War was my favourite.
World at War, Modern Warfare 2 probably go down in top 10 games of all time, not just CODs.
I used to have an Xbox 360, and I used to have World at War.
War multiplayer was amazing.
I made so many friends on the Xbox Live.
Dude.
And it was so much fun, man. And the maps are really good as well.
They're the best.
Yeah.
We all had PlayStations, our group of friends. So me, Johnny G, and that, right? And we always talk about it. Modern Warfare 2 was after World at War. We would log on to our PlayStation, and we made so many friends around the world playing COD. But I would log on to my PlayStation friends list, and it'd just be a list going down as far as you could go, and every single person was playing Modern Warfare 2. That's how popular it was.
Yeah. So you had Call of Duty 4.
COD 4 was Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that was the first one.
But that was amazing too.
But there was 3 other ones before that, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was first ever Call of Duty.
Yeah, because I never played those.
I played them, but they didn't have the first ever Call of Duty didn't have multiplayer.
It was just the game, the campaign.
Like my brother Jordan that loved it. Like I didn't like them. I got into them in multiplayer, and COD is good eating. Chris Goff says he must like fish.
He's got no idea what games.
He's got no idea what games. But yeah, so. There was those ones before, but then Modern Warfare, which was COD 4, was like the first foray into multiplayer online. It was like, and that was a good one too. That was good. Kill streaks were harder to get, and then World at War, and then Modern Warfare 2, and it was just
Modern Warfare 2 was.
And
awesome.
then even the one that came after that, Black Ops. People loved Black Ops.
I didn't mind the one that I bought not last year before. The modern, was it called
the remake of Modern Warfare?
Yeah, I didn't mind
like
that.
It was just called Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
I like that one too. That was one of the best new ones.
I didn't like that.
I think that was one of the best new ones.
It was alright.
Yeah, I agree.
They used to have the Battle Royale, but
I didn't play it.
I didn't play it. I was playing. Yeah, I still got it at home.
Yeah, I've got it.
I reckon a lot of people still play that one.
Yeah, they do. Because now when you log on to the new COD, I've got the new one.
Yeah.
Cold War. You can actually pick in the screen if you play Cold War, Modern Warfare, or World War 2. They've got them all in one game.
Wow.
On the PS5. Like you can pick which one you want to play if you've got them.
So, like, I was on a podcast the other day. Well, not me personally, but I was listening to a podcast, and he was saying how WWE is very similar to Activision.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
just
like you can tell,
the same
like they were
shit.
like Activision was like the best thing going,
and they're rehashing all the same shit.
And now now they've got all this money and they're about to sell it to who they're selling it to?
To Microsoft, I think.
Yeah,
Because they're saying COD might be exclusive
to
to
Xbox.
Xbox later.
Well, that's going to kill them.
2-3
They'll
years.
kill them.
They'll be done.
Yeah.
COD will go done.
Yeah,
Because whether they like it or not, and I know there's Xbox people, there's PlayStation people, there's PC people, right?
yeah,
PlayStation, since PS3, has always outsold Xbox. Whether you're an Xbox person or a PlayStation,
of course, yeah.
PlayStation outsells Xbox.
Yeah.
So if they do exclusive COD to Xbox, they're going to lose so much money. COD will be done.
COD will be done.
It'll be done.
Oh, I'm sure, 100%. And that's the sad thing because it's such a good franchise.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But the guy was saying that they killed the franchise.
They have-
Like,
yeah, I agree.
everyone, it's all shit.
Because they just keep rehashing
Yeah.
stuff. It's like that. You're right. It is a bit like
And he goes, it's like WWE. Like, it's just, they've got all this money now.
Yeah.
And the developers are just, or the people that run it,
they're just slack.
they're slack.
And I think they're going through court cases for not treating their workers good and shit like that. That's why they're selling it.
Yeah.
Because it's like just run crap.
Yeah.
It's just run crap.
So, and then you get the Fortnite,
Fortnite was
Fortnite-
good because it was free.
Yeah, I'm not saying some of the maps have been shit.
Yeah.
Like
But-
but you know what? It's still the same gameplay.
What I'm saying is put this into perspective. Fortnite, how many hours have you played a Fortnite?
A lot.
A lot, right?
Yeah.
And it was free.
It was free.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah. And it's still running on beta.
That's it. That's all I got to say. Whatever. Even if you've spent extra money,
Well,
I
you
think
just
I've spent.
On the battle
I
pass. you
bought the
spent-
first battle pass, right?
Yeah.
And I never spent any more money after that. So I spent $15, and then I just kept getting the next battle pass from earning.
Oh,
The
the
stars,
V-Bucks.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I've effectively spent $15 on Fortnite
Yeah.
and put hours into that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I say. That's what gives it a good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
now there's so many you can play a lot of different games now.
Yeah.
Like games that other people created.
Yeah.
And my son, he loves Fortnite, so
He's a champion.
yeah.
He's
And
next level.
I've spent a bit of money on him.
Yeah, I
on
know.
there
Because he wants all the skins and.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I don't mind doing it, but it's free to play.
Yeah.
It's fun. You can play 4-player.
Yeah. You can play with your mates and have a
Play with your
laugh.
mates, have a laugh, and it's fun, man. And yeah, I mean, the only thing that I struggled with, and I still struggle with, is the building.
Yeah.
Building's hard.
Listen, I'll put it out there. I've seen some good arguments between friends on Fortnite. Haven't we?
We have.
We've seen some.
Well, you know what?
we won't
Fortnite
mention any names.
Fortnite kind of reunited us together.
Yeah, it did. Because we played,
we had-
you and John. We hadn't
yeah.
seen each other for ages.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
we've seen some good fights on there, haven't we? Between
We
we won't delve any deeper.
It's good fun though, man. Like,
is, man.
and they do upgrade stuff as well.
Yeah,
they
of
bring
course.
back
The map,
stuff.
the graphics got better. Remember at
They
one stage
do,
when they
they
upgraded
do.
it? And
So I really enjoy it.
yeah, Fortnite's
I really
fun.
enjoy it,
It
and
is
it's,
fun.
it's a different game, I guess.
The
Like,
good thing about Fortnite is you can just turn it on and play. You don't have to think about it. 'Cause
No.
There's no story. There's no.
no, and it's the battle royale. If you die, you just
just
go back
restart,
again.
that's right.
And there are different games you can respawn. So
Zakil in Min says, it is hard to buy a PS5 now because of COVID. It is. I was lucky, man. I got mine on launch. And I know people are struggling to get them. It's
yeah, because there's a shortage of chips.
because
Yeah.
it's all because of the pandemic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what.
That's all right. It'll turn around.
Yeah, it'll turn.
You know what's going to happen? What's his name?
Zakal.
Zakal. What's going to happen is there'll be a point where there's too many chips.
Yeah.
You wait. In a couple
The
of
good
years,
thing
there'll be too many.
The good thing about this is what I think this will do is it'll make them not make a PS6 for longer.
Yeah.
Because people are going to turn
Yeah.
around and go, oh, well, usually the console had about a 7-year lifespan. But in my opinion, I've got a PS5. PS5 didn't even need to come out
Nah.
because the PS4 was still so good.
Yeah.
They didn't. They just did it for money. And it's
But
about a
it
7-year.
backfired on them though.
Exactly. It's about a
Because the-
7-year cycle, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this, I reckon the PS5 cycle may go 9-10 years because of the pandemic. Because they're going to be like, well, in the first year or two, only 50% of people had them. So we have to,
Yeah.
you know.
And is that the same with the Xbox?
Yeah, Xbox.
Yeah.
All they do is they do it at the same time
It's
because the other
compete.
one bring ones out. That's
Yeah,
right. If
yeah.
PlayStation said we're not bringing one out, Xbox
Yeah,
wouldn't do it
yeah.
because they're not going to waste their money making a new console.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So
But yeah, now getting back to Fortnite, I love that you can pick all your different characters.
yeah.
I think you can now with COD. You can start picking different characters. but it's
Little
not.
bit, not
It's
as much.
it's not
It's
like
not as interactive.
it's not as personal.
No way.
And you can pick characters like Superman and
I'm Kal-El, man.
yeah, you are. We got Spider-Man
I've
now.
got
as
so
well.
many. I mean, you got heaps more, obviously, like you said, for your son.
Yeah.
But I've got so many skins because we've been playing since season 1.
Yeah,
And we were
nah,
just-
see, I came in season.
Yeah, but me and John and that, we
4.
played the first night it came out. We all downloaded it. Me, John, Peter, and another one of our mates. And we were playing it from the first night. And we were like, what is this game? We're like, this is so weird. And we've got like season 1 skins that like
Yeah.
people are like, where you got that skin? Where'd you get that? Like, we're like,
You know, like I thought, like when I was playing it, the fad would run out, but
no,
it
sort of does, but you go back to it. You
it
stop
go
playing
back.
and then you go back.
Yeah. It's one of the things that you
Yeah.
can go back and you can still enjoy it.
Yeah. I think there will be. Zakal says, do you think there will be a PS5 Pro? There will be, but I think they'll wait longer. And the thing is, I had a PS4 Pro, and it wasn't, to be honest, I don't think it was any different to a PS4. Like, it's just, they say it's quicker and that, but it's not a new console, is it?
Nah. Do
It's
you still have your PS4?
I gave it to my brother because PS5 is backwards compatible. I play like Ark. I was playing the other night on stream as a PS4 game. It's not PS5.
Oh,
I
it's
was
not
playing it on my PS5.
Oh, right.
That's a PS4 game. Like, I still play more PS4 games because there hasn't been an all-time great PS5 game yet, in my opinion.
What about Last of Us?
Last of Us, a PS3 game. Last of Us was
Yeah,
out. It was the last game that came out on PS3,
Yeah.
and it was like they went out with a bang. Everyone said it was like
it
an
was-
all-time great.
Well, I did
Yeah,
play
and
that.
then
It was
I
awesome,
loved it,
yeah.
and then they remastered
Yeah.
it for PS4. So that was
Oh, okay.
know,
I
so
thought
they-
they'd remastered PS5.
yeah, they probably did, but I'm saying it's not
Okay.
technically a PS4. You know, there
Yeah.
hasn't been a game that's come out yet. Where Horizon's coming out next. That might be one that propels PS5. Like, oh, it's a killer PS5, but there hasn't been like an all-time.
You know
great
why?
game
Because there's not many around.
Exactly.
They're not
So
going to
no,
do it now.
That's right.
No.
Red Dead Redemption was a PS4 game that was amazing,
Yeah.
and I play that like still. The graphics are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
So they didn't have to do it. They didn't really have to.
Oh, Rob's paying you out, man. He says, for my son. He goes, yeah, right. Perfect ruse. This is how you buy all those skins
Yeah,
for your son.
I have bought some for myself.
Yeah, well,
We all do.
Just going to put it out there.
But nah, Fortnite. Look, if you would ask me now which game I play the most, it's Fortnite.
Yeah.
But
And because Andrea loves it as well. What
and
are you
because
gonna
I can't get a hold of Call of Duty World at War right now,
Yeah.
or Modern Warfare 2,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Fortnite right now for me is the game of choice, and that's
See, I actually think Fortnite's better than the new COD.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, the question is sort of subjective because there's so many different CODs.
I know.
So,
So it's different, isn't it?
yeah,
But there's
so-
so many different seasons as well.
yeah, I know, but it's still
it's
the same game.
Yeah.
Whereas, like I said, if you're saying is Fortnite better than Modern Warfare or World at War or something, I'm going to say hell no, do a Stone Cold.
Still Stone
But
Cold.
it's better than the new COD, I reckon.
Yeah.
I actually think it's better than the new COD.
Yeah.
That's me,
100%.
personally. But, you know, I would say overall, listen, COD's an all-time great. You got
It's been around for a long
COD's
time.
It's
It's
a
hard-
franchise.
yeah.
It's huge. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
of course. It's just sad what's happened to it.
Yeah, it's bad. You know what? I'm going to, instead of saying, do you want to play COD now? I'm going to ring you and say, do you want to play WWE? That's what I'm going to call COD. I'm going to call it.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it from now on. So if you know if I say let's play WWE, I'm talking COD.
Yeah.
I like that analogy. It was good. It's good.
Can you actually play the old CODs on PS5?
Yeah, if you own them, yeah.
Like you can play like a PS3 game on there.
yes, because
Yeah.
it's backwards compatible.
Okay. Cool. And is it the
That's
same?
why I don't have my PS4.
Is it the
anymore.
same with PS4?
PS4, my PS4 was backwards compatible because it was one of the first ones.
Oh,
But
right.
they're rare. They're very rare.
Oh, right.
So the one I got in my house that I gave to my brother is rare.
Wow.
They're very rare.
Okay.
But it played PS1 games.
Yeah.
They stopped doing it.
What do you think was the best PS console of all time?
Listen, I loved them all for their times, but I actually think
Like, what do you think gave the best games? I reckon PS2.
I reckon probably 3.
3?
Yep.
Okay.
Because PS3 just started breaking boundaries. It was like doing these different graphics that everyone was like, what
Yeah,
the
true.
hell is going on? That's just me. But PS2 was amazing.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite games of all time is still a PS1 game, Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, so I never got into Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
but just that one, I loved it. It was like It's
Yeah,
considered one of the best role-playing games ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like one of the best RPGs, and that's a PS1 game. It had 3 discs. It was that
It's
big.
crazy.
And the game, you know, the hours I've put into that game, ridiculous. But I've played that on PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. I've even got it.
PS1's the best one.
No, it's not. You can just play it on your. If you own the PS1 version, you can play it on your PS5. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying. I've played it through all generations. I've got it on my PS5, and I would still go back now and play a PS1 game because I love it. Like it's.
Yeah, I used to play.
Crap.
I used to love Need for Speed.
Amazing games.
On
You know
the-
what
on
game
the
I
first
cranked as
one.
well? The first on PS1,
Yeah,
Metal Gear Solid,
yeah, that was.
and
a
it
good
was
game.
blocky and crap.
Yeah,
but when
but it's
I
a good
remember
game.
it in my head, looked amazing.
It's like Carbon Gear.
But the new Metal Gears are amazing. There was Metal Gear on PS4, PS3. Sorry, Metal Gear 4 on PS3 was one of the best games ever played.
Did you play that one Carmen? What's it called? Carmen something, and like you like kill people. You drive and you hit people and the windscreen wiper.
Probably, yeah, I think so.
Carmageddon, maybe?
Yeah, Carmageddon, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Carmageddon.
cool.
What about Mashed? Did you ever play Mashed?
Nah.
Oh, Mashed was the best. It was like a PlayStation game, and it was just racing against each other, but like you'd get
Nah.
machine guns on your car and rockets, and
Nah, I can't
it was the
remember.
best game, man. It was one of the best
There was
games.
some good
It was
games
like
back
Rock
in
and
the
Roll
day.
Racing on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
What do you reckon is the best console ever?
Super Nintendo.
I probably reckon that's the best console ever. Yeah, just because
Nintendo.
it was groundbreaking. Yeah,
It was Super Nintendo, man.
it was probably it's up there. It's
Yeah.
it's either Super Nintendo or like one of the PlayStations.
Yeah, Mega Drive didn't really
Nah.
deliver. It
It's
was alright.
I agree. It's either a Nintendo or a Sony.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
best
the
console.
the
ever.
first Xbox was pretty good.
Yeah, they're good, but I just think the PlayStations have always had their beat.
Because like you had Halo.
Yeah, Halo's good because it was
Halo
exclusive.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Halo's exclusive too.
it was
good.
awesome. Halo. I used
Halo's
to
good.
like. Because I used to have the.
Halo's not COD.
Did you ever have the Xbox?
No, I used to play John's, and my brother had one.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was always PlayStation.
You always PlayStation. See,
But
I was both.
But George had an Xbox, so I played
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
I played, but I didn't care.
You know what? The Xbox.
Xbox One was good.
Yeah, but the Xbox. I reckon the Xbox.
The first Xbox.
Their live platform.
Yeah,
is
it's way better.
Is better than the
The
PlayStation.
PSN network sucks.
Yeah, the Xbox Live network.
way better.
Yeah, it's way better.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Zakil says the best game coming out end of this year is God of War Ragnarok. There you go. And I think Horizon will be good too, Zakil. You were asking me about that the other night.
Zakal, I've just got a quick message from our good friend Johnny G's on
Is
the.
he on the, why isn't he on YouTube giving us views? John, we want the view time on
At
YouTube.
least give us some likes on here, man. Like, press the button.
Who is he, man?
He's not even pressing the button, man.
John, apparently someone in the chat said that you look about 49. We asked him how old you look. We were asking him our age. They said you're about 49.
49, man. 49.
Is Farhad there?
Farhad's there, man.
He's wild.
Farhad is wild.
Is he on YouTube? I don't think I'm on YouTube.
I did
man.
tell him to come in today, but you know
What does John say? COD or Fortnite? You know how much?
All he said was Farhad. That's all he said.
You know how much me and John used to play COD and
Oh, yeah.
before Fortnite,
I remember when John used to be obsessed with Command & Conquer.
we loved Command and Conquer. We used to play it online. It was Command and Conquer was the best. Age of Empires, and ask John.
Age of Empires.
Ask John. Dawn of War.
Dawn of War.
Oh my god, that game was the best. Dawn of War was the best, man. That's never gonna stand up, is it?
No, I just didn't bring a.
Surely we can like mount it or something.
Oh wait, come in. Right here.
That won't weigh it down.
There we go.
It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen.
I forgot to bring my stand, guys, for the TikTok. So sorry, TikTok, but we
This is
do
not
love
gonna
you.
happen.
We do love you, TikTok.
All right, so we've touched on that a bit. I think we can go over to the topic that most people probably wanted to hear tonight.
We can, but before we go, so Fortnite is your favorite?
I think it's better than the current COD.
Yeah.
But COD is better than Fortnite for me
COD,
personally, only because of the all-time grades. I said COD is
Yeah.
like I said, World at War, COD 4,
COD 4.
Modern Warfare 2, and I love Modern Warfare 3 as well, and Black Ops, the first one. They're all great. Like
Yeah.
the multiplayer on
and
them
the
was-
and the. Did you say the newer Modern Warfare? It's pretty.
yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
So, and I cranked that one.
Yeah. I still crank it sometimes.
Yeah, I'll put you on play. We'll play.
We'll play. Let's
I
go.
love that one. That's the best. Yeah, killer.
But for me, look, right now, Fortnite.
Yeah,
but
right now, I think
but
it's better than the current COD.
As you said, like World at War was my favorite one.
Oh, that was a killer
So-
game. And the thing is, me and John have cranked zombies. I love zombies.
Zombies was fun, man.
Me and
a lot of
John
fun.
have done so many Easter eggs. Like, we're good at zombies.
Yeah, zombies was
Zombies
hard,
was
like,
hard,
especially
zombies.
when you get to level like.
Yeah, but see, we've done the actual because there's actual storylines, Easter eggs.
Oh,
and
really?
we didn't know that. Me and John used to play and get to like level 80 and be like, freak. And then we finally worked out there was things to do, Easter eggs. There's like storylines.
Oh, right.
And we've like cracked
Oh, there you go.
heaps of them. Like, they're killer.
Have you played Far?
No, I'm
Far
not
Cry?
into the Far Cries,
I
man.
played Far Cry 3 and 4 and I loved them.
Apparently, I've been told after them that's when they went downhill. After
Yeah.
3.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Far,
heard-
I loved 4. 4 was
4.
alright.
Everyone reckons that's the thing. That
3
after-
was really good. 3
after
was better.
3, that just started going.
Yeah, 4 was alright, but then you had Primal and I just couldn't get into Primal because there's no
See,
guns.
apparently, people didn't mind Primal.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Uh,
But apparently, then Ark was out, and Ark's the one that I was
Ark
playing
killed it.
because you do more stuff. It's like it's an actual online
Yeah,
game.
it's
online.
yeah, but it's a shoot 'em up game though.
Yeah, I know.
It's a different
I
kind of
know,
game.
but you know, it was same sort of thing, like survival and you like with dinosaurs and
Yeah.
No, I haven't played them, and I haven't played since Far Cry 1. I played the first
Yeah.
Far Cry, and I liked the original.
God of War. Ragnarok.
That's what he's saying. It'll be the
Oh, yeah.
next Ragnarok.
All right. Well, we both decided that Fortnite is the winner at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
But
It's
but
like I said,
historically,
it's better
COD.
than the current COD,
historically,
but the
COD.
old CODs are way better.
Yeah,
than
yeah,
Fortnite,
yeah.
If someone said to me 100 times out of 100, do you want to play Modern Warfare 2 or World at War online or Fortnite? I'll pick them two over Fortnite. But now I'll pick Fortnite over the new.
But you
COD.
know what? Like I haven't played World at War for a while, so hopefully still this.
Apparently, Modern Warfare 2 online remastered is coming this year.
Oh well, there you
That's
go.
gonna go. You watch. That's gonna make them.
Well, hopefully, man.
you know how
Hopefully,
much money that's gonna make?
oh, of course, mate. All right. Well, we've crossed the COD and Fortnite.
We have.
It was a good battle.
And none of the gamers were here even talking when we did it.
I know.
You know.
Oh, they can watch the replay.
They can. Hopefully,
So hopefully you guys watch the replay.
Hopefully, it's what's the replay. and
You can, if not, you can listen to it on Apple Podcast or
Exactly.
Podcast. All right.
Exactly. There you go.
Hello to our
Yeah.
listeners, by the way, listening on
There you go.
those
Those platforms.
those podcast platforms.
So
Okay.
apparently you're shaving. Is that right? Next week?
Me? Do you want me to be homeless?
A little bit.
think-
That's the best.
Should we have a quick break before we?
Yeah, we'll have just a 2-minute intermission,
2
guys. We're
minutes.
just going to bring up the
Let's get some
first
water.
screen just so we can get a drink and that, and we'll be back. Yeah, 2 minutes. Won't be long at
2
all.
minutes. 2 minutes. We're back.
All right, guys, we're back. We got a
We
tissue box there.
are back.
We got a tissue box there holding Chris's phone. So, you know,
If you wanna jump on the TikTok live, we do interactive.
and
on
the TikTok live, please jump onto our YouTube. Give us a sub on the YouTube. That's all we're looking for.
Yeah.
Our YouTube platform.
Our YouTube platform. All right.
It's where our main thing, isn't it?
Are we gonna do some Rogan files? Like, are you gonna bring it up, or
we gotta bring
just
up-
for old time's sake?
I think we got to, even though it's not technically a Rogan file, we got to bring up the clip just because of how much we love it, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So there's the best clip in the history of HFD Podcast.
Oh.
What is that? What is that?
So
It's not technically a Rogan file, but
nah.
we'll bring it up. So, what's this subject, man? So Jess gave us this subject, didn't she?
She
said
did.
to us,
She
where
said
we
last
were.
week, we'll,
She just did, was that Jazzman's wedding, wasn't it?
No, it was in the chat last week. So Jimmy T was like this.
No, but I think she mentioned it to us first at the Jazzman's wedding.
Well, oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
I think she said it to me and you. We were all sitting there talking about HFD, me, you, Amanda, and Jess.
I don't know about that.
And she said it was a good subject to talk about.
Yeah.
And then I think she said it in the chat as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. But anyway, it was a
about
topic from Jess, and Jess said you guys should talk about what happens or what people think. What happens when you die?
What happens when you die?
Where do you go?
Where do you go?
What happens?
So it's a really interesting topic, isn't it? Because everyone's got different opinions about where you go. Like, especially if you're religious, people have different opinions on where you go. So it is subjective. And yeah, it could be.
What do you think happens?
Man,
And in the chat, please get involved.
What do I think happens when
Guys,
you die?
I want to see what Rob says. Everyone, get involved, please.
I'm conflicted, man. I don't know. I think, like, I used to be really into God and that, and I believe that, your soul goes to heaven and all that. But as I've grown older, like, I've sort of, like, just changed my views a little bit. But, like, it still could be true. It still could be true. Like, we still could go into heaven and, get judged. But the Bible does say that even the dead will get judged. So that means that the dead still haven't gone to heaven. So I don't know. I reckon we are spiritual beings, right? This is what I think. We're spiritual beings.
I'm a very spiritual being.
Having an experience in this human form, and we're in the 3D dimension, and there's probably other dimensions that we can go through. But
are we in a 3D dimension or a 4D dimension?
3D.
Oh, okay.
4D. Not 4D, relax there.
Why not? How do you know?
We could be, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're 3D, man.
Well, 3D is like...
3-dimensional.
Yeah, no, but aren't we 4-dimensional? Because we're like...
What? How are we 4-dimensional? Man?
Yeah, I've got to do more research into it, but I'll tell you next time.
Are we 4th-dimensional? Got to go back and start from the... What?
Cemetery.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's a Johnny G comment.
Johnny G's...
Got to go back and start from the cemetery. What? You start backwards, and what? And then you finish your life. Yeah.
You come back 12 times until you learn all your lessons. What if you don't learn your lessons on the 12th time? What happens then?
What if you learn them the first time? You just don't come back.
You don't come back.
Well, that's a bit of a jip. Everyone else gets to come back 12
No,
times.
but you go somewhere better anyway.
Yeah.
Do
you want me to tell you what I believe?
Let me guess. I bet you're like, I see darkness.
No, I believe you go in the ground 6 feet under, and that's probably where you go.
Yeah, but is that it? It's over?
Probably.
So you think it's it? That's it?
Probably.
Yeah, but what's the point of living then?
Live your life and enjoy it, and live your life to the fullest.
Yeah, I know, but like...
And start your legacy, and...
Yeah, but like, what, you're not going to... What legacy?
Or you'll be remembered.
Yeah, but what are we here for then?
To live
to
your
what?
life.
Yeah, but why are we in? Why are you here?
Was it created what there was to be a purpose?
Yeah, well,
we don't know that.
Yeah, but
it depends what you believe in. Let's say if you believe in evolution, it just means we evolved from something. There wasn't a purpose. It was just we evolved.
How did we evolve from something?
I'm not saying whatever I believe. I'm just saying it depends what you believe in.
Yeah,
it's
I believe definitely there's something after life. Has to be, because I've done Ouija boards. I've seen some crazy shit. So 100%, man. I'm telling you right now.
Ouija boards, eh?
Yeah, I've done one.
I had a Ouija board in my house because my mum was obsessed with all this crap.
it works.
It probably does.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
you know what? There's people that's actually died and come back, and they've said that they've seen stuff. But
Yeah,
I've
but that
read,
could be all fabricated. It's like the guy that said the Earth was flat is an idiot.
you know, but
Mate, you know, everyone knows that I didn't believe in the flat Earth. So
well, I didn't believe it in either.
yeah, I don't believe in the flat Earth.
I believe in Hollow Earth more than that.
Hollow Earth way more than flat Earth. Jess says the human experience, which is whatever we make it. That's what I'm saying. Mate, there's not a purpose that you're here for a purpose. You're here to live your life.
Yeah, I know, but there must be a reason why we're here. We're just not here. I don't believe there's just like we're just here for that. We're here for a purpose. But what's that purpose? I don't know.
John said, I thought we were talking. Oh, that's what John meant. You got to go back and start from the cemetery because in World of Warcraft, when you die, you start from the cemetery.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
now I know what he meant.
Well, mate, you've been. He thought we were talking about.
That's what he meant. Wow, World of
Wow.
Warcraft.
Okay. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think we're here for a reason,
Maybe.
and we're more than meets the eye. I think, in a lot of ways, like people that have died before, like I was saying.
Yeah.
Like they
But how do we
say,
know that's true?
I'm just saying what they've said. I'm not saying
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if it's true, but what they say, like scientists have done studies on it, and apparently when you do die, your brain still is functioning.
Yeah.
So what you see could be just your brain showing you what you like, giving you what you want to see, because your brain's still your brain's still alive
Yeah, probably.
after you die.
I agree with what Jess wrote there. Humans, we are here to ruin Earth
Yeah, but why?
because that's just what we do.
Yeah, but
As a human
who,
race,
why
we
though?
ruin Earth.
That's the question. Like, why are we?
if there
here?
was no humans,
Hi, Daddy. Someone just called me Daddy.
if there was no
I'm
humans
not your daddy, man.
on the Earth, right,
I'm not your daddy.
the
Yeah,
Earth would be in a much better place.
probably,
Of course it would.
probably.
Everything bad happens is we
Yeah.
do it.
But you know, do you believe in religion and God or not?
I don't know. I'm conflicted on it.
You're conflicted.
Yeah.
You're brought up.
We were brought up to believe it. Obviously,
Yeah, of
we're
course.
ethnics
Yeah,
and, but it's, yeah.
Wait,
And then Jess said, because we are stupid. Yeah, that's what
someone's telling me to please talk. What do you want to talk about? We're just talking on the podcast here, guys.
Rob says, each living soul has a purpose. It may be only a few years or 100 years. Each living soul has a purpose.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think we're spiritual beings. Like we have a soul in us because
7 minutes, Rob just answered your question. Brain lasts after death for
7 minutes. There you go. Yeah, yeah. So I've read that as well. So people say, "Oh, we saw a light." It's like maybe your brain gave you that, and then you came back, and that's what your brain.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Because the brain is pretty powerful.
Cool. The human body is an amazing thing.
True. So it could be that. Look, no one knows for certain,
No.
but
It's what you believe. That's what we're asking the chat. What do you
I don't-
believe?
yeah, man, I'm conflicted, man. I don't know. All I know is that I have a soul that makes me Chris, my soul, and it's like it's
So-
in you, man. So I know that when I die, this is going to
Yes, they
be
say-
a shell, and I'm going to go somewhere.
Well, that's what they say.
That's what I believe in.
So what I'll say is, I'll play the devil's advocate again.
Yeah.
So if every soul, every person has a purpose, what is the purpose of these evil, vile people? Pedophiles, murderers,
Just the way
rapists.
it's been
What is their purpose?
I don't know.
What is the point of them if everyone has a purpose?
I don't know, man. I don't know why they think the way they think. It's like why.
I'm saying, like, if
Like
if
why are we
every-
here? Like
if every person has a purpose,
yeah.
what is the purpose of all these vile, sick pedophiles,
Well,
rapists?
it's like a all right. The way I look at it, it's like a computer program. Like sometimes you get
virus.
Trojans or that
They're like the viruses.
they're like viruses that should be weeded out.
Yeah.
Um,
Rob says, some argue that our souls are galactic. So of our many lives, only one may be on this planet. There you go. We are energy. Our body is merely a vessel. That's what people believe. It's a thing. People believe that.
but like a lot of
I like that. So the pedophiles, they're like Trojans.
they
The
could
rapists, they're like murderers. They're like
be. Well,
Trojans.
we don't know. Like no one knows for sure, but it's if you believe in like the Christians and the Muslims and that, they're bad people and they're going to be judged and by God at the end.
Yeah, well, that's what they say.
That's what they think. You know what I mean? So
Jess says, I used to think we see black and we are just dead and don't remember our life we had, but now I feel we have a soul that definitely leaves our body when we die, and what happens to it, who knows?
yeah, 100%, Jess. That's exactly my thinking. I'm not 100% either, and I believe that my soul is who makes me up. Who met Chris,
Chris is answering my question. What I said, what's the purpose of all these vile people? He says it's to test the good people. Why do they need to be tested?
Yeah, but who's testing us?
That's what he said. I said, what's the point of these vile pedophiles, rapists, murderers, etc.? And he's saying to test good people.
Do you believe that we were created, or do you think that this just happened like out of a big bang? Like, what do you think?
I don't know, to be honest, because I don't think either of them can be proven to me. And I've always say that on this show.
You do.
You show me something that's proof, and I think in both things, I think there's, it seems like fabricated stories. That's just me, but...
Well, what they say is, right, something...
I'll read a few chats, sorry.
Read a few chats.
Jess says, God judging us and all religion, I think, is controlling man-made construct in my reality. That was going on from her previous thing that she said. So, and then Rob says, view, new faces we see in dreams are people from past lives. Oh, interesting. Well, they say, they say that the theory is you can't see a person in a dream unless you've seen them before. That's a fact, they reckon. You cannot, your mind can't generate. If someone's in your dream, even if you don't remember them, they reckon you've seen them before. Your mind is so what Rob's saying could be because sometimes you think you see people in your dreams that you don't.
Well, this gets into the whole conversation of reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
So, like, have you heard about those kids? There's these kids, right, that remember their past life.
But are they just saying that?
Well, no. Well, there was a documentary done on that, and this kid remembered his past life, and he went into this lady's house where he was like her husband. Yeah, he was her husband.
But it's a show, could all be fabricated.
It could be. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
It trips you out.
It trips you out. Yeah. Like, and he reckons that he remembered, like, and he could tell you everything about that person, and it was freaky, man. So, like, maybe you get reincarnated.
Maybe.
We don't know.
Zakal says, "Do you guys believe in heaven and hell after passing away?" Well, that's what we're talking about.
Well,
listen. The way I'm going to say it is,
I don't know.
If you are of that belief, if there's a heaven, there has to be a hell. So that's if you believe in all that. If you
believe in the Bible,
if you believe in God,
well, that's what we were brought up to believe.
If you believe in God, the devil has to exist. That's a fact.
Well, there's something true in the world, right? That we all know. There's good and evil.
Of course.
100%. So there is a good and evil.
Of course.
And if that is biblical, like if it is like that, then
well, that's what I'm saying. If you are religious, you can't just see the good side because because as the Bible goes, Lucifer was an angel that God sent down to hell.
Well, no, because he
banished him.
Do you know why?
Well, he banished him
because he was jealous of us.
That's right. So he banished him.
He said that we were born in
But all I'm saying is, long story short, is he banished him.
Yeah.
So if you believe in God, you have to believe in the devil.
Yeah.
That's
what I was saying before as well. Like
Jess says, I hope we reincarnate. Like you were talking about reincarnation.
Yeah, we could.
Rob says, yes, there was a four-year-old who could explain the workings of an airplane. Freaky if true. That's what Rob is saying about you said like these he was saying it was his past life. But
that's right.
Is that all fabricated? Like, I agree with Rob. If it's true, I'm saying if that's true, that's freaky. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Jess says heaven and hell is on earth, which is that's what they say, isn't it?
Yeah, they do say that. But you know what? I was talking about the creator before.
Yeah.
Science says that there was nothing, and then all of a sudden the universe was made out of nothing.
Yeah.
Right. But if you think of it logically, nothing can't make something. You can't have nothing and then something happens because Nothing doesn't make nothing.
Well, there had to be something there to make it.
Exactly. There had to be something there. What was
Oh,
that
that's what they're
something?
saying. The Big Bang is.
No. But they said it came from nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Nothing can't make nothing.
No, I don't know. I'm
So-
not a scientist. So
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Rob says the church needs a devil, otherwise, who is to blame? And I think that's comment of the night.
Well, that's it is, man.
I think it is because there's devils in churches, man.
Yeah, of course. Oh, church. Look, you know what? The traditional Catholic Church and all that. They're, I mean,
Yeah,
far
that's what I'm
out,
saying.
man. Like the
There's devils
Pope.
in-
The Pope is evil, man.
Rob says,
Evil.
agree with Jess, hell is earth. And then Jess says, aren't the priests the devils?
Exactly. Well, not all. There's some good priests
Of course,
around.
Listen, there is. It's
But you know, like you go, like as I said, man, the Pope.
yeah.
Like it's all money.
Of course
Like
it
if
is.
he's got all this money and there's all these people that are homeless in
I'll
Rome,
give
that is wrong.
Listen, I'll give a perfect example. Scott. No, I don't care about that. The
He
money,
wears,
like
no, but he wears jewels.
yeah,
and
no, but I'll
everything.
give a
Like, look
perfect
at him.
example. So, the cardinal that got done here for child pornography,
Yeah,
George Pell.
yeah,
What a vile human being.
of course.
And where is he now?
Where is he?
He's not in jail. Where is he? The Pope
Yeah.
got him out of his sentencing, whatever, here in Australia, and he's in the Vatican.
No, it's not right.
Of course, it's not right. So, what is that saying about the Pope? Is the Pope just a pedophile? Why is he protecting this pedophile? Why is he not letting this man be sentenced for doing
Well,
vile things to children?
well, there you go, man. It's there you go. Like,
And then
it
people
just-
go worship this bloke?
Yeah, well, and there's people are stupid, mate. They're just
of
stupid.
course.
Why can't people see it? Are people are blind to see what's going on?
Yeah, well,
Unbelievable, man.
Rob says religion. Where did Cain and Abel come from? Cain found a wife. Where from?
I can't remember what happened to
I
Karen.
don't know. Listen, I don't know but what I'm saying is, why does this so-called great man go and protect this?
Yeah, it's
Vile
this
human
guy.
being.
Exactly. So what has he done then?
Exactly.
Makes you wonder, right?
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's disgusting, man. And these people have to find. These people need to be found out
Of course.
and called out and try and
Dealt with.
dealt with. Yeah, dealt with. That's the word. Religion. Where did?
Yeah, I was saying
Oh,
that
we
was
saw that one.
the Cain and Abel thing.
Yeah, it's look. At the end of the day, look, we don't know exactly what happens to us, but
No,
I believe
but
that
it's what
we.
you believe.
I believe that we do have a soul.
Listen, I always do the devil's advocate for the argument.
You do.
But I probably do believe we all have a soul. Yeah, we do have a soul. I would say we do.
It's what makes KP. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
of course. Jess says it's so sad how much power, greed, wrong, coldness, evil there actually is here. Just got to live in your bubble and enjoy life as much as possible, and be kind and help others wherever you can.
100%. That's probably the best quote of the night.
I like it. That's
I
the
like
best.
it. Best comment of the night, guys, right there. It's definitely 100%. That's what you got to do. You just got to be happy.
You guys got into a really deep subject.
We did.
This was Jess's subject, and then Rob says Jess correct in capitals.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, listen, but like I said, you hit nail on the head. What things has what's his name now? Is he John? What Pope is he now? It's not John Paul, is it? It's
no.
what vile things has this Pope done? If he's taking a cardinal out of sentencing and got him in the Vatican when it's proof he was a pedophile, what has that man done? And people go worship him, bow to him, kiss his feet, kiss his hand.
Yeah, it's disgusting, man.
What's he done? Probably worse.
Probably worse. A lot worse. And it's sad, man, because people are so brainwashed. Brainwashed, man,
Yeah.
with it. And that's why people like me and you, right? We steer away from religion because we see that.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And you don't want nothing to do with that religion.
No.
But it shouldn't make it like that shouldn't deter us, you know what I mean? But it does.
Yeah.
Because you hear it, it's like, oh,
Yeah, of course.
fuck
It makes you
religion.
want to lose it.
That's right. And you don't want to have anything to do with it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So then people start to believe other things and then that belief becomes
Exactly.
non-existent.
Exactly. So
That, you know what I mean?
Amanda says, I have a family member currently going through hell with the courts for what a priest did to her. They always back the church, which to me is
Yeah,
Oh,
they do, man.
that to
Yeah,
me is
they do.
Oh, Francis, I think.
Francis. That's right. That to me is one of the worst things I've ever heard.
Yeah,
That
do,
they'll go
man.
back to church. Why? What does the government, let's say, benefit by backing the church over an innocent
Oh.
young girl that's been a priest has done something to her, like Amanda's just said?
It's got to do with money,
But what money?
and they must.
What money do they
and
have?
they must traffic
Exactly.
kids.
It's got to
and
do with that.
Yeah, it
It's got
does.
to do with dirty something.
Yeah, it
evil.
does.
It's got
Evil.
to do with evil.
It does, and that's why maybe Satan does exist, because if that shit's happening,
That's right.
maybe because what else can be that evil, man?
Ugh.
That's why sometimes I believe in, maybe Jesus did come down.
Maybe.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
coming.
And then Jess says, "Hope you're having a good week, Rob." Rob says, "Yes, thank you, Jess." And then Jess says, "No wonder people take justice into their own hands." I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Jimmy says, "Let's flatline Father Jim and see what happens." Bit of comic relief there. I like it. And then Zakal says, "Do you believe if someone in your family pass away, you will see them as a ghost?" Jess says it's all corruption on what we were saying. And then Rob says, "Yes, Jess, it's often said the law and justice are not the same thing." That is true. What do you think about Zakal's question? Do you believe if someone in your family pass away, you will see them as a ghost?
Not always. I know people that have seen something after someone's passed away. Like I know a lady that was at my Papu's house, or my grandfather's house, and when I think it was her father died, this lady, they were having like a wake at my ya's house, my grandma's house, sorry, and
Well, you're allowed to say yeah.
yeah, but they might not
They
know.
know.
Anyway, so that was my ya's house, and this lady saw my Papu standing there.
But was she? Yeah.
No, well, she saw him and could see him, and she was tripping out.
Yeah, but maybe she was grieving and.
I don't know, man. But
I
know Amanda's seen a lot of this is crazy stuff.
Me and my Don once were at my uncle's house, and
Yeah.
this old guy.
Yeah.
I think it was last year or the year before. This old guy that lived around there, he came around the corner, and him as well, and me. I almost fell on my ass because I saw him, and like tears come to my eyes. I thought it was my bapu, and my bapu been dead for 10 years.
Oh,
And then my dad, he looked at me and he went, I just thought that was Baba.
well, maybe it was.
But afterwards, but for that first, whatever it was, 10 seconds, I thought it was my grandfather.
Yeah.
And I was tripped. Like I was, it tripped me hard.
Well, maybe they say that they come to you, and
I've seen my bapu and my
Yeah.
in dreams. And
Yeah,
I don't
they come to
usually
your dreams.
often remember dreams, but when I see them, I remember them.
Yeah, well, there you go. And they do come to your dreams, man.
Hmm.
You know what's a freaky thing? Yesterday was the 2nd of the 2nd, 22.
Yeah,
And you finished the podcast last night.
yeah.
No shit of a lie. 20.
21, 22, 22.
Yeah, you did.
That's the best.
And I was like, me and Amanda were like,
That's the best.
that means something, man.
Well, you know, my brother has had a birthday on 8th of the 8th, 08. My mum has had a birthday 6th of the 6th, 06. These are things that will never happen again.
No.
For whatever it is.
But yeah, last night you
That's
you
good.
finished the podcast on that time.
Yeah, well, I'm a
And
special
Amanda
guy.
was like, and when you see stuff like that, it's
Yeah.
meaning that if angels are speaking to you, or
Maybe.
they're trying to warn you about something, or
Yeah.
something like that, like something's trying to tell you something.
Okay, well, I'll read a few chats because we've been going. So I'll go back and I'll get a few out because a few have been going. So
Oh, jeez.
Jess says corruption. She was answering about what we said before, and then she put the death sign about what we were saying about those things before, why they look after them. Rob says, yes, Jess, it's often said the law and justice are not the same. We read that, sorry. Jim says, something personal. When my father passed away, I could feel his presence in the room, and the room smelled like the garden of flowers.
Well,
There you go, Jimmy T. Rob says, no judge will admit they're wrong. Avoid egg on their face, whatever the cost. That's probably very true. Amanda says, that person is my mum, KP. She's all over the front pages of the newspaper. Rob says, I saw with my father when he passed, saw nothing. I found my mother on the kitchen floor, no paranormal visions.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow.
Jess says, sorry to hear, Amanda.
There's a few in the chat.
Definitely sorry to hear. And then Rob says, we may dream of those past. We may see others who have passed. They have a message for you. That's what you were saying. They come to you for a reason.
Yeah.
Amanda says, thanks, Jess. It's disgusting. I'll text you next time I see you. There you go. They're corresponding with each other in the chat. I like it. The two girls. Jimmy Tana says, and guess what it was? 22 degrees on the 2nd of the 2nd.
It was too. It was.
Was it really 22
Yeah,
degrees?
that's why it was. That's why it was weird when you stopped the stream at 22.
I'm very, spiritual guy. Rob says, my thoughts are with her, Amanda. Definitely all of our thoughts are with Amanda, her mum, and the family for that. Jess says, when you see loved ones dead, you really feel that the soul has left their vessel. That's how I become more believing in something more. See, I'll comment on that. When I saw my bapu
When you saw him
in the casket for the viewing, that wasn't my bapu. That was just as a body.
A shell.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like his soul.
I'm going to say exactly what Jess said.
His soul's gone.
Oh, listen, I was there for my yaya and my bapu the minute they passed.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but 30 seconds after they passed, you can tell something's gone, whether it's life, soul. And I'm telling you, 30 seconds, you can tell. You can see it.
You can see it.
They're gone.
It's gone.
I know because I was there with both of them. Amanda says, thanks, Rob. She has lived her whole life. Now she will leave it to rest. Can't win against the church, which is, again,
apparently
ridiculous.
Apparently they threw it out of court or something like that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Even though she had witnesses, but the problem was witnesses didn't want to come.
Is that
up.
here?
No, in Poland.
In Poland.
She's like a celebrity.
Yeah, I'm saying, but it's not in Australia.
She's very well known in Poland now, her mum.
Well,
like all over the news and everything.
Crazy.
Because the church over there is huge. It's like in Rome.
Yeah.
It's massive in Poland.
Jess says, yeah, Amanda, I'd be down to hunt him down and poke his eyes out. Like, bring the law into that. And Jess is like the Punisher. Frank Castle. Oh, yeah.
She's Jess Castle.
Jess would be Jess Castle, the Punisher. You mess with anyone, like in their own hands. You know what I mean? Jimmy Tanner says, my father passed on the 5th of September. My partner's birthday is the 5th. Think they watch over us when they pass. And then Amanda's laughing at Jess. And then Rob says, I'm with you, Jess. I'll give you one. Can I give you one?
Yeah.
So I broke my leg in 2009. I broke my leg. I was wearing number 9 that day. It was 2009. It was the 9th of April. Everything, it was all 9s.
It was all 9s.
All 9s when I broke my leg.
Wow.
And then I was out for 9 months.
And then you won the best and fairest last year.
Came back with a bang. It was because, I had a coach like Rob. He taught me.
And you were having HFD meals before.
Exactly. Rob trained me well as a young boy, man. What do you expect?
Can't go to jail for punching.
Jess says, can't go to jail for punching him in the face. And then she goes, oh, Poland, damn, because we can't go to Poland.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
he's dead now, that bloke.
Man says, luckily he's 6 foot deep now. There you go. And then Jess says, hope he suffered. And I think that's what a lot of people believe. So that's what I said about why does someone like that, if we have a purpose, what was his purpose?
Mate, this guy...
To be vile?
They had a statue of him. And
what was he? Was he a celebrity or something in Poland?
He was a big priest.
He was a priest.
Yeah, and they had a statue of him, and these people that were supporters of Amanda's mum went and tore the statue down.
Oh man,
went to
that's
jail.
that's the stories you hear of that. That's like World War stories.
But there's other people that are not coming forward because they're too scared.
Yeah. Well, I remember when Amanda was talking to us about it when we had that dinner at John's.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. But we must do a numerology.
We must do a numerology segment.
We might have to have you on the show to do that one.
Man, that's got to do with numbers, man. We're gonna have to get Rob.
We went to Dawes Road.
We'll have to get Rob, Amanda,
John. I have to get John.
John won't be on it. The Don, Rob, and actually, you know what? Jess's dad, my dad, and Rob, for people I know personally, are the best 3 people I know with numbers.
Yeah.
Me personally, they're the best 3 people I know with numbers. Like with numbers, with maths numbers. Like Jess's dad is excellent. My dad's real good at it, and Rob is an accountant. He's awesome with it too.
Well, in numerology, I sometimes the numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
No. So...
Anything to do with numbers, we can't be on there. We went to Dawes Road.
Yeah.
See Rob straight away. Rob says, I'm up for numerology.
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
Jess said, a statue, clown face, about that guy.
What's he saying?
Rob says, bad souls in this life will suffer in the next. There you go. That might be their purpose. Like I said, there you go. That's good. Bad souls in this life help us evolve and change. There you go. And yeah, like I said, Rob is up for numerology. All additional reasons I hate religion with a passion, Jess says, because of
Yeah,
all
well,
that
see,
stuff.
that's why that's what I
That's
said.
what people like, yeah.
That's what I said to you before. People don't want to be in religion because they hear that,
Of course.
and they don't want to be associated with
Yeah,
it.
of course.
But it's not all like that, and that's the.
It's obviously not, but when things happen, I'll put it back to anything. When something bad happens, let's say in anything, let's say it's in wrestling or in soccer, right? The bad story always outweighs the good. There could be 20 years of good stories.
Yeah, of course.
But then this one bad story happens, and the media, you know what I mean? Like, and obviously these things are very bad that are happening with churches. That's why it pushes people away, because you think, what is this shit? Like, if you're a man of God, like you say, why are you doing this to people?
Exactly.
What does that mean? What do you believe in? You're a lie. You are lying. You know what I mean? And that's the only way I can say. You're telling me you're a person of faith, and you're doing that to a child or to a young girl.
And then they wonder why people don't come to church, and
Mate,
you know what I mean, like, and lose their faith.
I'm surprised. I'm going to say this straight out. I'm surprised in Poland, in Europe. Amanda said he's 6 feet under. Did someone put him 6 feet under, or did he just die?
I think he just died.
I'm so surprised someone just didn't put a bullet in him. And I'm saying that, like, the fact that it was that well known.
I think he was protected.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm surprised one of his people even protecting him didn't do it.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because...
But like now they're probably calling Amanda's mum like a liar in that. So.
Yeah. Amanda says, no, I mean numerology, like what number? Yeah, we know. We're just having a laugh, saying that anything to do with numbers, we went to Dawes Road, so we'll still struggle. And then Jess says, Colts. The magic number in life is 3, Rob says. The magic number in life is 3. Did you wear number 3 when you were playing, Rob? You look more like a number 4, I reckon. I reckon you were wearing 4.
He was definitely number 4.
I reckon Rob was wearing 4.
100% 4.
He'll tell us. Rob looks like a number 4.
He does look like a number 4.
Rob says, uni research, 80% of people are gullible and stupid. It's up to us, the 20%, to open their minds and educate them and catch them out. We got a lot of punishers in the chat, don't we? We got a lot of Frank Castles.
A lot of vigilantes in the.
We got a lot of Batmans, a lot of punishers. It's the best. Amanda says it takes one bad review in a restaurant to ruin. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You can have. That's an even better analogy there. Like, you can have 10 years of the best business in the world. Someone doesn't like you personally, go write you a bad review for your food, and everyone's like, "Oh, look at that bad review."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, spot on.
Spot on.
And then Jess says, I knew common sense wasn't so common, Rob. And she's laughing, saying about people, it's true. There you go. So,
no,
he's best friends with a recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. So that priest was best friends with a bloke that won a Nobel Peace Prize.
So imagine like all of them, mate. They were all in on it. And,
ridiculous.
You know,
I'm surprised the mafia over there didn't kill him.
If he goes down, imagine how many other people go down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he's protected.
Yeah. Rob says the definition of a cult isn't bad. It's modern day fallacy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Another way of looking at it. And Amanda saying, yeah, that priest was friends with he won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yep.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah. It's shocking, mate.
The...
According to Rob's stats,
in the USA, most population thought the C word came from the beer Corona. So most people thought coronavirus came from the beer.
The beer.
Well, I remember there was memes going out, like people were like chucking away Coronas, like in America.
They were.
It was like videos. They're going, oh, coronavirus. And like guys were going, what are you doing? They're like, coronavirus. I was like, you're idiots. Like, what's wrong with you?
Coronavirus has been around for like years.
Of course it has. It's
just a different
strain. It got popularity this time. That's right. It got media attention, didn't it?
Yeah, that's how stupid us humans are.
Of course. That's hilarious. I like that one. Yeah, I can't believe that. I would thought someone even protecting him would have tried to get inside to kill him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, as I said, man, these priests in these high positions are well protected.
Of course they are.
And that's what's sad.
Have you ever
man.
played the game Assassin's Creed? The Templars?
That is,
That's what
yeah,
it
it
isn't
is,
They're
yeah.
the Templars.
Templars.
They
That's
are,
who they
man.
are.
Yeah, they
That's
are.
who they are.
And they're so protected, they're running everything.
Yeah, they do, man.
Yeah.
Well, now they're called the Illuminati.
But that's
or
why people love
NWA.
Assassin's Creed. They were like,
Yeah.
killing the Templars.
Well, do you reckon? Maybe those stories are true.
Yeah, they are. I reckon they are.
Yeah.
There's heaps of them that would be true.
Yeah. Do you reckon there was assassins back in the day?
Yeah, probably. Definitely doing that. And because they're the goodies.
Do you reckon there's assassins now
Yeah, probably.
that we don't know about?
Probably. Because there's things that happen is that where it just...
Well, they can clone people now, probably.
Yeah,
And
probably.
then how many
Yeah, probably.
how many politicians have been assassinated and we don't know, and they've
Well,
just come back as a clone?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney, there you go. Oh, look, that's come off the bottom of it now.
Hey, Paul McCartney's coming up.
coming up.
It's tier 5 now.
Fine.
Jimmy says Corona sales went down in the US. Doesn't surprise me about the US. Well, apparently there's a stat. I don't know what the percentage is, but apparently there was a stat. I don't know like the percentage, but that if you point the map to the US citizens and ask them to point where Australia is, they
I don't know.
no, they can't do it.
Bullshit.
Because America is we're the center of the earth. America. They don't know anything about. That's how Americans are.
Really?
But they're taught like that. That's how they're raised.
So they get taught about the rest of the
No,
world.
no way. They're taught that America is king. You see
Yeah.
it in everything. That's how they are taught. You know
Sorry
what I
for
mean?
any Americans out there.
No, I'm not having a shot at the citizens or anything, but that's their problem for teaching them like
Yeah,
that. You know
yeah,
what I mean? You know, like it's got nothing to do with them.
So who else is saying?
Rob says 3 wise men, 3 wishes. Hat trick, ready, set, go. Traffic lights, gold, silver, bronze, 3 points for a win, etc. So 3, he's saying
Three,
3.
yeah.
3 traffic lights, 3 points for a win.
Wow.
You know, 3 wishes. There
Could
you
be,
go.
yeah. There you go.
There you go.
What else?
Amanda says, Lech Wales, the leader of the Solidarity movement in Poland, was the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. Oh, is that his name? Oh, Lech Wales. Okay.
How many?
Oh, yeah, well, it's you spell Walesha. Is that right?
How many?
Oh, yeah, because of their pronunciation, Walesha.
How many?
Lech Walesha.
How many politicians killed? Not enough.
Yeah. Hey, remember what I said? What did I bring
Well,
it
that's what
back?
I'm saying. Like
What
maybe.
did I say last week? You got to bring it back to Star Wars. What does Obi-Wan tell Anakin? He says to him,
Oh,
he goes, "He's a good man, Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan's
Master."
a good
And
man, yeah.
he goes, "He's a good man, Master." And Obi-Wan goes, "Anakin,
Anakin.
never trust a politician."
That's right. To say that. You always say that line.
But it's true. Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
Because what George Lucas made is Greek,
George Lucas said it.
and he's probably a smart bloke.
Yeah.
He was thinking he probably is the same.
Well, no, never trust a politician.
Never trust a politician.
No,
There you
never
go.
trust a politician.
The
The
US
US
citizens
citizens-
couldn't point to the map of the USA. He's saying, Rob is saying.
I don't know why.
So what, they can't find their own country on there? You're saying, Rob? That's the best thing I've
They
ever
just
heard.
struggle, man. Like the United. Yeah, they
Do
don't
you know what
know.
it is? It's because you look at all their things, whatever it is, the health system, the education system, they've got all these Ivy League schools, but what are the rest of the schools like? Shit,
Yeah,
probably.
probably.
Do you know what I mean? Probably really
Sad,
crap.
man.
Like their health system's crap. It's like,
And they got heaps of population.
yeah, but
So-
that's why.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why it's like that.
Hmm.
If that's true, that's pretty funny. The one that Rob said.
So what? So what? It's like
Or I believe like what you said and what Jess said. You know that we probably do have a soul.
we have a soul. Like
Yeah.
we have a soul, and
Yeah.
it goes somewhere afterwards.
I
But
don't know
where does it go?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
It could be.
Maybe we're in limbo.
Maybe, like what-
maybe the spirit inside of you goes into limbo, and you just
Maybe.
will drift wherever.
Well, they always
And
say
you
the
wait for the
story of a
judgment.
ghost is you're a ghost if you've got unfinished business, and then when you,
Well, where do you go after though?
but then once you finish that business, your ghost goes somewhere.
Where?
I
Goes
don't know.
somewhere.
But that's the theory. I don't know how true. But or maybe what you said, what Rob said. Maybe this is just one of our lives.
Maybe we get reincarnated,
Maybe.
or maybe we're waiting for the judgment of and Jesus coming down to like what the Bible says. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. I'm saying maybe there's.
I don't know, but I do believe that we do have a soul, and
So if we get reincarnated, like maybe my Bapu is my nephew now.
maybe
Yeah.
you don't know.
Maybe that's why he's always picking on me.
reincarnation does sound cool.
It does.
It does sound cool. But...
Well done to the Don pronouncing that name. He's very educated, Amanda. He's switched on to a lot of things. He doesn't, you know, he's a bit knowledgeable, isn't he? The Don. He sits
very,
in the background, just.
He's very knowledgeable.
How did you know that name? Did you know him?
He was the leader of the Polish people that.
So, but he actually knows about it. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows about that. He's a.
He knows about the priest.
No, he knows that guy, the Nobel Peace Prize. He knows him. That's how he pronounced the name. He didn't read it. He saw me. He just pronounced it.
Oh, there you go.
'Cause he knew who we were talking about.
Yeah. Sad, man. Well done, Don, for pronouncing the name.
He was the leader that overthrew the communist government, the Don said, in Poland. There you go.
Back in what, 1970?
Something. So obviously S in Polish is pronounced SH, Walesha, if his name is spelled Walesa. Is that right, Amanda?
In the newspapers here, they pronounce his name all.
They write it with an H.
They write it with a H, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not.
No, W-A.
It's like Wales.
L-E.
Yeah, S-A. That's what Amanda said.
I thought it was C-A.
Now, well, I don't know. There might be different ways. It's like,
C
It's like-
S-A, something like that, yeah.
Rob says, our essence energy moves onto a new vessel. We may be another living being, e.g. animal, in the next or previous life.
Yes, I'm coming back as a pig.
Have you ever seen that
We could
Denzel
be.
Washington movie where,
What?
I can't remember the name of it, where that serial killer,
Yeah.
he's like a serial killer, but it's not actually him. And he tries to touch Denzel at the start of the movie because he's the cop that got him. And what he does when he touches things, that spirit goes into other things, and it's been going into animals. And this spirit was in this serial killer for like years. And he was killing people.
Yeah.
But then through the movie, it like trips you out because he's going into all these different bodies when they're nudging each other
I think so.
in the city, and it's freaking.
Yeah,
and then in
yeah.
the end, it gets into Denzel,
Yeah.
and then it gets into this animal right at the end, like a little fox, and the movie like ends. It's like saying,
Yeah.
he
I've
can
seen that one.
pass his spirit.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's a
Oh,
great
that's a
movie.
great movie. Yeah.
Great movie because, obviously because of Denzel, but it's a good story.
Oh, Denzel's a champion.
Rob, I don't know if Rob knows the name of that movie. He's into that. Rob says, I wonder I'm drawn to medieval life. Don't know why. Might come back as a... Maybe I'll come back as a Witcher.
Maybe you will. What if, like, this is just one part of time, and then, like, when you reincarnate, you don't just go in this time, you can go at any time?
I'm like back... That's like Rob saying medieval time. Maybe I'll come back in like
yeah.
BC.
You could?
I'm just back there. But would I still have these memories?
No.
Well, that's a bit lame. What's the point? If I don't
Unless you can
remember any
tap
of this.
into them. Well, you won't be you. You won't be KP.
Whoa.
It'll be your soul.
Well, that's me. I'm KP.
No, but your soul can turn into someone else.
Hey boys, I'm coming back either as a bull or a pig.
A bull or a pig is coming back
Don's
as.
coming back as a bull.
Rob's gone back to medieval times. Everyone's got their time set.
So what would you prefer? Like, if you were to choose, like, what your afterlife would be, what would it be?
I don't know.
Like, what's your favorite scenario?
That's an off the cuff question. It's hard to say because when you're thinking in this life, you would think that you'd want to come back with all these people around you that you love, don't you?
Mm.
But if you're coming back as something else, it'd be weird to be in a different time, but you're not going to remember any of this. You wouldn't even know.
No.
So,
But
it
that
doesn't
life,
make any difference.
yeah,
really.
but that life that you go back to is already lived. It's already lived now.
Could be.
You're just going back and going to live that life that guy lived.
Could be.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's already happened. It's
Like I
like
said, string theory.
string
mirror
theory.
image.
Yeah. So you just go into a different universe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Jess says, Rob, there's an online virtual world where you can RP, medieval tribe, Gorian Sims. It's really cool and detailed. And Amanda says, oh my God, Jess, that sounds killer. And Jess plays this. She's played it for years. It's called Second Life. It's a game.
Yeah.
I can bring this down. It's on here. Look. Jess has it here. Second Life viewer. See? You go in that game, you can do whatever you want.
What do you do?
You can do whatever you want.
What do you mean, whatever you want?
Read what Jess just said. You can do anything. It's got all different. You just go in it, and you're playing like another life. It's called Second Life.
Really?
You can do whatever you want in it. People go in there. There's DJs in it, right? Then instead of going and DJing at nightclubs, they run nightclubs on there and DJ, and people go in their virtual world and go in there and club.
That's crazy,
Just sitting
man.
there listening to the music and they're clubbing from their chair. But what is that game? What is that movie Ready Player One about?
The
Seen
same
Ready
thing.
Player One? But
Or-
it's just you got a virtual headset.
Or
Are you
like,
telling me we're not going down that path?
or like Wally.
Yeah, but I reckon, yeah, exactly. I reckon when we're, let's say, 60s,
In our 60s.
yeah, we'll be doing Ready Player One.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
We'll be, whatever, we'll be at home, we'll put a headset on and we'll be walking around like a 20-year-old, whatever you want to be, whatever you've made your avatar
Right,
as.
yeah, yeah.
And that will be the life we're living. Ready Player, who Steven Spielberg, I think, did it, is, he hit the nail with that one, I reckon, because I reckon that's where the world's going. Well, that's like a metaverse, isn't it?
Exactly like what a metaverse is. Yeah. And that's why crypto is so important, I think.
And that's what we will be doing that. I don't know if anyone else has seen Ready Player One. That movie's amazing because it makes you think you're like, that's where the world's going.
Yeah.
Like it's so Steven
100%, man.
Spielberg's
That's-
mind is.
It's exactly where we're going.
Yeah, I reckon it is. My favorite century is the 19th. So much exciting things happened, Rob said. 19th century. And then Rob says, thanks, Amanda and Jess. I'm on it. Are you talking about Second Life, Rob? It's crazy. Second Life's cool. It's like that, though. It's like that, what I said.
Is that free to play?
I think so. You can buy like currency in it and stuff that they use in it, but I think the game is free to play, yeah. Jess says, it's very cool. I especially love being a Panther girl in the Gorian style sim, Wild Woman Huntresses. That's what, because Jess plays it. She's been playing it for years. Man, I need to retire. I want to play games, Amanda says. We're trying.
You can still play games.
Listen,
Yeah.
we're trying to get HFD Media.
HFD Media Gaming. And
We're trying to get it on the move so we can
are.
all retire and just
and
play
just play
games.
games. Well, guys, if you know more people, get them to subscribe.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what.
Get
You
them
know
to
what?
subscribe.
That was, Jess is saying it's free, yeah. That was one of the best topics we've done, I reckon.
Interesting.
It's an interesting topic, isn't it?
It's
I would have been surprised. You know, when I'd like us to retouch on that. I'll say it to the chat as well. I would love us to retouch on that topic
with more people.
when we've got more subs. Let's say once we've got more subs,
It's a
I
great
want to
topic.
retouch on that topic because then we might have religious people in the chat. We might have science people in the chat.
Well, you might have changed your view as well.
Exactly. I'm going to tell you now, we're going to retouch this, even when there's more of us on the panel and there's more people in the chat.
Because death is always there. Like, it never goes away, man.
So-
it's one of those things that we all have to go through. And it's the question
course.
that
Of course.
everyone wants to know what happens
Of course.
after you die.
So I'll tell you now, guys, the guys that are here, we are definitely going to retouch
Yeah,
this topic.
we
Just,
will,
like,
guys.
just like Hollow Earth.
Just
Well,
like Hollow Earth version 2 coming out soon. To a
So we're
theatre near you.
definitely, once there's more people in the chat so we can get perspectives of science people, religious people, I want to hear all their perspectives.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why we're going to retouch it. I don't know if people in the TikTok have been.
Team Thos just sent me some likes, so thanks for that, Team Thos.
He's a nice guy.
He just said hi, Daddy.
Team Thos did.
Team Thos just said hi, Daddy.
He's a nice
Hi.
guy.
He's sending me likes, man. Keep tapping the screen,
He's
man.
a nice guy.
Just tap.
Tap, tap,
Just
a
little tap. Tap.
Well, it was a good subject, man. I liked it.
Yeah, it's a good subject, man. And like at the end of the day, we'll be happy, live your life to the fullest,
That's what I said.
and
That should be your purpose.
be kind to people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what you should do, and don't worry about death because when it comes, it
That's-
comes, and like
But
we'll be fine.
what is the perfect saying? It is don't worry about it because death is inevitable.
Death comes to us
But
all.
it's inevitable.
Orokusaki.
Everyone, Orokusaki. Death comes to us all. Orokusaki.
But nothing else is left for
And
you.
then he goes, whoa, and just drops it. That's the best.
It is the
Yeah,
best.
so, I mean, like, there's people that are scared of death. You know, like, I love Seinfeld, right? George Costanza says it in an episode. He's like, I'm afraid of death.
Well, 99%
are.
people are. Like, you know, because you just don't, it's the unknown.
Well, they're saying about it. So
And
they
you
say-
don't want to miss people, and you're leaving people behind. That's the most.
That's right. Apparently,
thing.
death is number 2 on the list of most feared thing.
Yeah.
You know what number 1 is?
C word?
Public speaking.
Public speaking. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Really? It's number 1?
Yeah.
I thought
Well,
death-
that's what it used to be. I don't know if that's changed.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe because of the pandemic it would be number
Could
1.
be. But Yeah, I don't mind.
Public speaking, really?
Some people, the majority of people do not like public speaking.
Yeah, it is hard. Like when you get in front, if you're in front of a whole crowd, it's
I
hard.
don't care. I don't mind public speaking.
You don't mind? It depends.
That's what they're talking about.
That's what I mean. In front of a crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, but I don't mind it.
Especially like if you're knowledgeable and know what you're talking about, then it's fine. But if you're not, then you're like,
Man,
you can do like-
but I've always
you
been.
can do a Will Ferrell. And
I've always
do
been.
old school.
I've always been good at public speaking.
Have you had Will Ferrell
Yeah.
in Old School?
Yeah,
He's
it's the
like,
best.
it's
the
just
best.
goes, it's the
Well,
best.
you always had the
You are the man with the magnificent beard. I am making
Yeah, the ums and ahs people get. Welcome to the fourth dimension, Chris Goff says. But yeah, I've personally always been good at public speaking. But I think that's because my dad's good at public speaking, for one. And from young, I was always like a captain at soccer, and I was always an outspoken person.
Yeah. I'm
Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
not bad at it. I do jumble my words, but I'm not too bad at it.
Yeah.
If I know what I want to say,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I don't get that shy. But I know people that probably would.
Oh, some people,
Yeah.
a lot of people hate it. It's
Yeah.
confirmed. Public speaking has always been terrifying to most people. Yeah, it was and I think actually something recently overtook death at number 2. I don't know what it was, but for a long time it was number 1, was public speaking. Death was number 2, and then
Be interesting to see what it is. But
we'll have to research it and we'll talk about it.
death, yeah, people are scared of death, and because it's the unknown.
Maybe that's got to be a topic
It's
one
the
night.
unknown.
What is everyone's
Fear.
worst fear?
Uh,
What is your worst fear?
I won't say now.
Is it clown?
I won't.
John's is clowns. Ask team. Is Team Thos in TikTok?
He is in TikTok.
Clowns. John hates clowns.
We went. I don't want to spoil it for the. I want it to come out.
We'll have to do it. That'll be a topic. What is everyone's?
Maybe next week.
What is your worst fear?
Worst fear next week.
Your worst fear?
Yeah. You want to answer it now?
No, I'm just saying it's a. Have
I
you got
reckon
more
when
than
someone
one?
says I'm not scared of nothing, that's
They're
bullshit.
lying.
Yeah, they're
Everyone's
lying.
scared of something.
Yeah, have to be. Have to be. Everyone knows what I'm scared of anyway.
Is it bits and yoga? I'm just petrified of that.
No, this is like something that's alive.
Oh, you mean you like spiders or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Is
That's
it
not
spiders?
It's not spiders.
Jess is petrified of spiders.
It's not spiders.
Petrified.
It's not spiders.
Snakes?
No, not snakes.
Cats?
Not cats.
Mum?
What?
Your mum?
Yeah, I'm scared of them.
Exactly. You know, when I was young, I was petrified.
Oh, no,
of
no,
Don.
no.
I was petrified of Don.
Don.
Oh, next level. Rob says, from my teaching and coaching, girls more scared to public speak than boys. He's saying from experience as a coach and
Yeah.
a teacher. There you go.
No, it's
Oh, so you're scared of something living is your worst fear.
yeah. Yeah, because I was
See, some people that have fears of like failure, letting people down. There's people that have those sort of,
no, I'm not scared of failure.
No, you
I'll-
have to
I'll-
fail to succeed.
I failed every time. I've failed a lot of times, so I'm
You
not scared
have
of
to
it.
fail to succeed.
You do have to fail to succeed.
Mate, and I said this last time. Michael Jordan was rejected by colleges, mate.
All right, well, if you want to do it, I can tell you. But
Alright, tell me.
It
Go,
won't
go.
be a surprise.
It doesn't matter. We'll still talk about it.
I'm scared of birds.
Like just all birds?
All birds.
Or how can you be scared of birds when you support the magpies?
Because I've been.
They're the worst bird of the lot. They attack you.
Well, I was when I was younger. I was at Victor
But that's-
Harbour.
Yeah.
And
Seagulls?
yeah, seagulls attacked me at Victor
They
Harbour.
attack everyone at Victor Harbour.
Yeah, so I had like a. I was holding like a piece of chicken, and I was running. You know that area at the front of.
They're always there.
And then I was running, and like they just attacked me with
yeah,
the
they're
food.
crazy.
And ever since then,
You just been, that's okay.
ever since then,
Yeah,
I've
but
had
it was
fear
a
of birds.
reason. It was a traumatic experience.
It was traumatic. So, I don't know, just subconsciously, like, you still have it. So, yeah, I just don't go near them. You can ask her. I think it's an Icarian thing, because, like, a lot
Amanda
of
says deep water, and then she says LOL, and she's put a bird there. They're going at you.
I don't hate birds, I just scared of them.
Amanda, that's a common fear. Suffocation. Yeah, deep water. Yeah, suffocation.
Oh, wait, we
is-
got something here. I'm not, I'll go to heaven. He goes, KP is scared of haunted houses on Australian Avenue. That's what he said.
Is that what John
Is
said?
it Australian? Is there a,
It's not there anymore. John was scared of it too.
was there a haunted house down here?
Yeah, we thought it was haunted.
Oh, really?
Down the road, we was petrified of it. Me and John were scared of his house. John's house, the one on where his dad lives. I won't say the name.
What, the one on
Don't say. I'll just say he shouldn't be
near our
saying.
school?
He shouldn't be saying my avenue.
The one near our school?
Yeah, but I'm saying he
Why?
shouldn't be saying my avenue on TikTok. But
Your avenue.
Yeah. John's house was haunted, bro, and John knows it. He's scared
Which
of it.
one?
The one his dad lives in.
The one now?
Yeah.
He's the one his dad lives in now?
Yes.
I haven't been to that one.
Yeah.
Why is it?
You
Why is
know,
it
once
haunted?
we took my dog there, and me and John used to see some freaky stuff at that house, right? And we took Milo there, and Milo went to the back of the house,
Yeah.
and there was a door frame. So I'd say it for the chat as well, door line. She got to the door line and just sat there looking into nothing, barking at nothing.
No,
And
man.
if we tried to push her in there, she went to attack us.
Really?
And she would never touch me. She was like, she went to go me, like full body, would not let me push her in that room. And then she just went and hid in the corner and there was nothing in there. But what was she going off about? And me and John were like, this freaky, bro. And I took her home. I was like, it freaked us out, bro.
Wow. Yeah, look, I've heard some
Dude,
stories,
me and John
man.
were watching a DVD at his house there. He ejected the DVD. He was holding the DVD on his finger. It was still playing.
The movie.
And we freaked out.
The movie was still
It was
playing.
still playing.
No way.
On my life.
Oh, now I'm not going to get home and sleep, man.
Dude.
What is wrong with you? Why have you told me these things?
We freaked out. And listen, that could be a glitch of the DVD.
Why are you telling me this?
But we freaked it.
There's no glitch that does
No,
that.
but and
bro.
then when Milo barked at nothing,
Oh my god.
we
I'm
freaked
going to
out.
struggle with sleeping now.
we freaked out.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks, Johnny, for the hearts.
Rob says, don't you eat KFC, Chris?
All true.
Because you're scared of birds? You eat KFC, you get them back.
Mate, a dead bird is not scary.
Jess says, that TikTok of the kid
Oh, yeah,
getting
true.
attacked by magpies on his bike. There's a TikTok of a kid and the dad
I've
is
seen
video.
it.
Oh,
It's bad, eh?
it's hilarious.
Yeah, well, that poor kid. See, that's my worst nightmare. man.
Dude, I was playing soccer once at Port Adelaide, Port Lion,
Yeah, yeah.
which is ironic because they're the Port Adelaide Magpies, right?
Yeah.
But we were playing Port Lion across from Port Adelaide Magpies. And we were just playing on the field. And this magpie just started attacking one of the players, the opposition players. No one helped him. We were just laughing. That could have been recorded because this was back.
Well, poor bloke. Fucking
Oh, it
help
was the
him.
most funniest thing. Hit the bird. What do you mean help him? It's a bird.
It's a bird that can attack you.
Crack it. You're a human. If a bird is attacking you, hit it.
Hit it with what?
Your hand. It's going to go flying, isn't it? It's not going to hurt, Unless it's an eagle or a hawk or something that's, crack it. It's a magpie's going to go. It's not going to come back. It's true, man. If you hit a seagull that's attacking you, I know you were young, but now as an adult, say a seagull's there and you,
I get attacked by seagulls at
but
work.
I'm saying, say you open
Oh,
hand
they
it, it's going to go flying, isn't it?
But yeah, they don't like me
Yeah, probably not.
because they get.
Jess says, oh my God, topic idea, experiences with pets and possible supernaturals. That's the one me and John are talking about. That one that I just
We can
told.
talk about supernaturals.
That one that I just told, everyone can hear that I've said it. That was crazy.
Let's talk about supernaturals, man.
Yeah. Rob says, Jess, you need to read my animated bird story, Sky Squadron. Jess says, I'm down. I like it. All right, well.
You know, talking about supernatural on TikTok, there's a guy,
Mm.
and he goes live on TikTok,
Mm.
and he goes into these haunted places, like a He went last week. He was in this place. It was like an abandoned hospital.
Is this like Ghostbusters?
Oh, it's,
Little
I don't
bit.
know what it's not. He goes live on TikTok,
Yeah.
and he has like this machine, and he can you can hear people talking through that machine like ghosts, and he talks to them.
Yeah.
I'm like freaking. Like on my arm, the hairs were like just standing
Standing.
up because like
Goosebumps.
it was so like
Jess says
so
this,
like yeah.
Jess
gotta watch
says
it,
this
man.
about our cat, right? She goes, sometimes Akeem stares behind her at night like he's zoomed in on something. And she goes, she always says it's scary as fuck when he
It
does
might
it.
just be another cat.
No, but we're in our room. Like the
Yeah,
kids.
but a cat outside.
No, she's talking about in the room. There's no, you can't see out the door behind her. Like it's inside. Can't, you know what I mean?
Well, they can't. They only see like triangle shapes. Don't they?
I don't think that's true.
Oh,
I
it's
think
not
that's
true?
what we were told, but they see in a different way to us.
Ah,
But they're
okay.
nocturnal. Cats see better at night.
Yeah.
Cats home cats are nocturnal. That's why they got night vision pretty
Yeah,
much. They can see.
Amanda works at a nursing home, and she's seen some crazy stuff. Like she reckons she saw a hand,
There you go.
like an actual hand, and this other guy saw it too.
Yeah, crazy.
Like, and it was like,
That's crazy.
yeah, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. I'm gonna comment this for Amanda. Amanda says, "Oh my God, Jess, your pet's name is Akeem Gold," and then Jess says, "Oh my God, that's a wall behind." And she's saying, "LOL." Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you right now. Why do you think the cat is named Akeem? My favorite movie of all time is Coming to America.
Yeah, we know this.
But I named him.
Uh,
Jess goes to me. Jess got him on my birthday.
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
got Akeem on my birthday.
On your birthday.
9th of June, 5 years ago. And she goes, "Well, you can name him." I'm like, "Akeem."
Akeem.
And then because my dad now he sees him, calls him Prince Akeem, and Akeem's a prince in the movie.
We disconnected from the
Reconnected successfully. It's back. All right.
We're back, baby.
Sorry, guys.
We're
We think
back.
we disconnected a little bit then.
Sign into chat.
No, that will never sign in there. We're back, but Amanda says that is the effing best name in history. It is.
It
He's
is.
the best.
You're
He's the
right.
best. It was either Akeem or Eddie.
Akeem. The best.
No, but you know when he sees him that bit you're doing, that's the best. He walks in, he's done up the room.
Yeah,
Suddenly
yeah.
He goes like this. He turns around, he goes,
Akeem.
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 He's the best. Sammy's the best.
Oh gosh.
Amanda's just laughing. Yeah, so we touched on all that, so
Yeah, no, I'm pretty
It's
happy
pretty good.
with what we.
sorry
touched on.
about that. Hashtag nice guys. Yeah, we are sorry about that. Hashtag nice guys. We're sorry that we had disconnected. There's nothing we could do about it.
No, nothing we could do about
Yeah,
it.
just-
And
it
it was
disconnected.
we're nice guys, man. We're nice
Jazz,
guys.
I don't know. Are you laughing at my semi impersonation or? I sit there and impersonate Eddie Murphy just for fun.
Oh, do you?
I grew up because I used to watch Delirious, just impersonating him. So love it.
Yeah, he was good.
He is the
good.
best.
He
He's
is
the
good.
best.
But anyway, guys, well, look, I reckon we'll leave it at that. And
think
if
we're done.
any more comments, quickly bring them out. We'll answer them, and then we'll call it a night because we've had a long day, haven't we? KK?
We have.
Long day.
I got back from soccer or football training, whatever you want to call it.
Football training, eh?
Whatever you know, different parts of the world. We're the
Different
only
parts of the world,
us
yeah,
in America,
yeah.
the only place that call it soccer because you
And-
know it's the actual sport. You know, I know you like Aussie rules, but we actually use our feet.
We use our feet too.
In my sport.
We use our feet too,
I
man.
bet you there's more handballs than kicks in a game.
Depends what team.
I guarantee you every
Alright.
game, I want to see stats. I bet you every game there's more handballs than kicks.
All right. Well, in saying that, we are going to be doing an AFL show coming up, so be prepared for that, and we'll bring those
If
stats
you
up.
go back to this, sorry, off topic, go back to when I liked football, there was more kicks.
Yeah.
100%. It wasn't all this.
Well, you're gonna have to like it now because you're gonna be reviewing it.
Always support the Crows. I say that, but the game is nowhere near as good as it used to
it's
be.
not as
Anyone that says that, they're getting paid to say it.
I don't
Because
mind playing.
I've seen Lee Matthews.
I don't like-
I've seen Lee Matthews on TV, and this is arguably the best player ever. They say, or one of, and he's like, "Oh, the game is so good now," but he's getting paid to say that because it's on TV. It's because he doesn't believe
There
that.
are people that do like it though.
You watch all those greats when they're not paid by Channel 9 and that they all come out and they're like, "The game sucks now." They all say it.
Well, they're the one. What
Yeah,
are
they're
they
getting
changing for?
paid. No, they didn't change it. The
I
AFL
like-
changed it.
I like watching it. I do like. Still like. I like.
Because your team's good at the moment. That's what I'm telling you.
No, man. I used to watch it when they were shit. Ask Chris Goff, man. I used to watch
but
it.
the game.
I used to watch it and curse and
Yeah,
that.
when was that? How long ago?
2012.
Yeah, it was better then.
2011.
It was better then. Now that's 10 years ago when you put it into perspective.
Yeah.
That's 10 years ago.
It was.
Football, when I first was into it, let's say late 90s,
Yeah.
late 90s, I was young, but in the early, it was way better than it is now. And then I envy the guys that got to watch it in the 80s and that. It was way better. Way better sport.
Yeah. It's not as. It wasn't as athletic back then though. It
More
was
skill.
more tough. It was more tough
Skill.
than skill. Yeah.
You don't get those players anymore. Anyone,
No.
what's his name? Our bloke, mate. The
No.
Macedonian Marvel. Do you get a bloke like Dacos anymore?
You know what we should do? Have one game where we see an old game and then go and see the difference.
It's so much better.
We'll see the difference.
So much better because
You know
there's
where
talent.
it's not. You know why it's not doesn't seem better? It's because it's not filmed as good. Like it's old.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. The camera's not as good.
That's why.
Camera work, but the skill's way better.
Some of the skills.
It's way better. You see those guys that are,
Oh, look, some of them are still there's some skillful players, but there's only like a
but not as
handful.
much. Exactly.
Yeah.
Every team had skillful players back in the day.
Yeah, like Port's got Robbie Gray, or
Yeah, but
and that's it,
and
really.
this is my opinion, right?
And
Robbie Gray, if you compared him to, like I said, Dacos, or he's not even fit to polish their boots.
he's pretty good.
No, he's not. He's not as skillful as them. He's just not. Because if he was, he wouldn't kick points like that. Gary Ablett Senior, the guy didn't used to kick 13 goals. 13.
true.
He'd kick 13 goals one
But then again,
because they were so skillful.
but now there's more pressure on the players as well.
It's because he would.
There is.
Maybe, but it's just they don't train skill as much. They admit it. They train
They train
to run. They don't train to be skillful.
Yeah, game's changed.
You tell me, like you look at, like I said, Gary Ablett Senior.
Oh yeah, he's a freak. He's a freak. You don't find players like that anymore.
Why? Because they don't train
Because the
them
way
like
they
that.
train them. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
why. They're
Robbie
also good
Gray,
players.
I'm telling you, listen, I know you're a Port fan. I'll say it about Crows players. Robbie Gray, let's say one of those great Hawthorn teams back 80s, and that, he'd be a so-so player.
Probably.
He'd just be a squad. He wouldn't be like he is considered a champion.
Yeah,
Just wouldn't, because he's just not as good as them.
but he's considered.
He is today. He's good today. He is.
Yeah,
But
that's with pretty much every AFL player.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, Buddy Franklin's an exception. Oh,
Buddy Franklin, the thing with him is he's got a reputation, but he's been shit for about 5 years, I reckon.
Oh yeah, he's getting old now.
Doesn't matter. He's 5 years, I reckon he hasn't been good.
Yeah,
And he was living off reputation.
yeah, he was.
They had him in that. They were talking
Anyway.
about the best Indigenous player ever. Sorry, right?
Man,
And they had him. He got into like the top 3, and I'm like, you're kidding me, bro.
Oh, Lance Franklin on his day was pretty good, man. I've seen him.
Mate,
I've seen him run down the
I've
MCG.
seen him kill the Crows too, but he wasn't. McLeod was better than him for one.
Oh yeah, McLeod's different.
But
story.
Michael Long was better than Franklin, I reckon. Indigenous players.
And he wasn't up there.
I think he was up there. Yeah, he was up there. But there was.
13.
Yeah, I think he comes up third or something.
I rate Franklin.
Did rate him. Yeah, I rated
Well, I
him.
think like he's.
But like I'm saying, you look at McLeod. McLeod was a champion till the end.
Yeah.
Franklin hasn't been. That's how you rate greatness. It's the same with soccer players. If you're a player at the end and you're just coming along, you're not a great, because why are you playing these last 5-6 years to get a paycheck?
Yeah, true.
That's what Franklin's doing.
Yeah,
Because he
true.
got that stupid contract.
I agree with that.
Rob says more pressure about what you said about footy players. I agree. I don't think they're under more pressure.
No,
No, I don't think they are.
they're under more scrutiny. Like
What, from media? Yeah,
media,
probably. Yeah. But same with soccer and that. Like it's
yeah. What
the VFL and NRL. They used to work and play footy. It was fun playing footy. Now it's just a profession. Exactly.
Of course they are depression because they are worse every minute in their private life and on the field.
Are you telling me the footy player is under any scrutiny compared to a football player in England?
The same.
No,
They're
it's
the
not.
same.
It is not.
Why isn't it the same?
The scrutiny that a Premier League player is under compared to an AFL player,
Well, there's more
the
people.
media in
There's
England,
more. There's more eyes
the
on it.
media
there.
in England is ridiculous.
Yeah, but
compared
there's
to
more.
this here.
Yeah, but there's more eyes on it there. Yeah,
No, I'll
it's
tell you
bigger.
now. I'll tell you now. Joe Danaher, back when it was, whenever it was, he was snorting a white substance. If a soccer player did that, mate,
Yeah, we know that.
that's what I'm saying. They're not under scrutiny compared to LeBron, like the basketballers, the soccer players.
Yeah, but if you did that, if someone was snorting a white substance now in AFL, they'd get done.
Dude, this was only a couple years ago
What?
when Joe Danaher did it. And it was, he's snorting a white substance. And let's say if Wayne Rooney did that or Cristiano Ronaldo snorting white, mate,
Fucking hell.
Was that Joe Danaher?
it wasn't, I think it was actually
I
Carlisle.
don't know how we got onto
Carlisle, not
AFL,
Anyway,
but
yeah, we're back.
we'll cover AFL in the AFL.
You're not going to the AFL anymore, you said.
Well,
Didn't you say you've boycotted them? Oh, you've gone off your boycott.
I might go. We'll see.
You went back on your word.
I did.
You boycotted them.
You said you even said to me, "Oh, you'll go."
Yeah, I said to you, you'll go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, but I actually wouldn't go because of your reason, and I still would never go now. If you invited me, I wouldn't go because of because they're making it mandatory. That you
I wouldn't invite you because like you just heckle all the Port supporters.
No, I wouldn't. You know how many Port supporters I know? Mate, I know blokes that were in the change room
Yeah, we'll see.
when they won. When they won the flag. 400 blokes that celebrated with them.
Yeah.
Port fans.
Mm.
My family, they're all Port fans. My uncles, all Port fans.
And now your friend.
Well, the Dons supported the Bays, so the Bays are.
It's unfortunate.
The Bays are, the Bays are the original Crows.
It's an unfortunate turn of events.
We're the original Crows, the Bays.
Original Crows, you reckon?
Graham Corns, man. What was all the first? It was either South Adelaide, West Adelaide, and the Bays was all the first Crows team. Just because you don't like Crows, man. Rob says, less players on a team, play for your country. Other international clubs watching, no contest. Yeah, like what I'm saying about the scrutiny.
Yeah,
They're not under any scrutiny here.
Oh,
they do what they want, mate, footy players.
Nah, they are. They're under a bit of scrutiny, man.
Yeah, not compared to the other.
No, I'm not saying that compared to
They do
that.
what they want. The footy players legit do what they want here. They
Nah,
do, man.
they get in trouble, man. Like, one got
trouble.
Didn't what's his name get in trouble for doing something? The Goey.
What did he do?
I don't know. It was in America. Did something.
That's in America,
Yeah.
not here.
Doesn't matter. He still got suspended here.
How did there's some footy players here that have abused their partners and they're still playing footy? A kid for Man United,
It's
just
smaller,
example, but a kid for Man United has been accused of these allegations this week. He's been suspended by the club. Everything.
Man. Yeah, it's different cultures.
But
man.
no, it's not different cultures. It's just that they get away. They give them leeway here, mate, the footy players, because they treat the footy players like they're gods. They're our AFL boys. We let them get away with abusing a woman or something.
I don't think not in every case. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they.
Wayne Carey was heralded
Yeah.
for screwing his best mate's wife.
Yeah, I know.
He's made a hero.
Yeah, I know. But
Well, it's true. That's a fact, man.
You're not gonna. For him doing that, he's not gonna get fired.
He should.
But why?
He should have been stood down by his club. He was club captain.
Yeah, but
Mate, if that was soccer, I'm telling you, you're done.
It's a personal thing, though.
That's what I'm saying. If that was, I know a guy that came here. He played soccer here. Callum Flanagan, his name was, right? He won the FA Youth Cup with Man United.
FA Youth Cup.
He was meant to be the next thing, and I play against him. He had a car accident, killed a girl.
Yeah.
The next morning, he wasn't even in the first team. Alex Ferguson called him into the office.
Killed a girl.
Killed a passenger.
Yeah.
Next morning, when he was back from it all, Sir Alex called him into the office. Didn't say a word to him, looked at him and went like this with his contract.
Really?
Goes, get the fuck out.
Really?
And the guy moved to Australia, everything. This guy was meant to be the next big thing. And I ended up
No, I'm not saying what Kerry did was right.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like...
They get away with things, the footy players.
Like,
They don't...
He was too good of a player to just have on the sideline.
But he was done anyway after that.
Yeah, he was.
He came to the Crows, he was crap.
He was.
They get leeways here because the people... And what the thing is, the footy players here don't acknowledge the fact that they are role models.
They are?
Yeah, of course they are. Well, kids look up to them, don't they?
They do.
Kids want to be a footy player. They want to be a soccer player. And the players don't get that because they're young. They're young men. They're not... They're not adults. All they've done is play a sport. You know what I mean?
I agree with you, man.
Chris Goff says Crows suck.
See, mate, he's hit the nail on the head right there.
But who does he support?
Port.
Does he actually support Port?
Well, he likes him, but...
Who do you support, Goff?
He goes for Roosters.
Yeah, but does he follow football?
AFL?
Yeah.
He likes Port.
I don't believe you.
Well, he's got like a different... He just follows... He's not like a full-on supporter of any team, really.
So then how come he says the Crows suck?
Because he hates the Crows.
You know what, Goffy, man? They let you in the state recently, man. Do you even know who Tony Modry is? Apparently, that's a prerequisite to come into South Australia. You got to know who Tony Modry is.
Yeah, like that. He loves Port.
That's lame. See, that's lame, man.
Of course.
You support a team that they do 1 month memberships and then claim they got 50,000 members.
What are you talking about? Do you know the Crows do that too, mate?
Probably.
They do, 100%.
But the Crows actually have 55,000 normal members.
So do we.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No,
Go, ring. All right.
don't.
Next podcast, we'll ring up Port Adelaide. I'm going to figure out exactly what the membership is.
Members. What
What are you talking about, man? They do. They do, man.
They don't. Well, how come the tarps have been out at
When? The Tarps have never been out.
where?
When's the Tarps
They're bringing
been?
them back.
When?
This year they were getting low crowds.
It's because of COVID.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Dude, you weren't allowed to have play.
The Tarps, the Magpies are the greatest. So you're a Collingwood fan. So you're a Collingwood fan, Goffy. They're the Magpies, aren't they?
Tarps. Tarps haven't been around.
Aren't Collingwood the Magpies?
What did you say? Magpies?
He said Magpies are the greatest. See, he's saying Johnny's saying Port have more Tarps. It's true.
Where?
They're everywhere.
All right.
When they don't get crowds, they cover the seats with Tarps. That's their thing.
That happened in 2010.
That happens every
and
year.
that was a smart marketing idea because people weren't rocking up.
It was lame.
So
because they don't have the fans.
No, but now they do, man. They were just in the bad spot. But you
All
reckon
I
the Crows haven't dropped?
Yeah, of course they have. Because Crows suck.
Exactly.
I didn't know Chris Goffey was a Collingwood fan. That's even worse.
He loves Collingwood.
That's even worse.
He goes to Collingwood games.
That's terrible.
He goes to Collingwood games in the.
AFL sucks, Jess says. Amanda says, Jess woke up to say AFL sucks. And then Jess says, laughing my ass off. AFL. Do you know what? Can I tell you something? I support the Crows, right?
I know you do, yeah.
Yeah, but.
Unfortunately.
But I actually.
Yeah.
And this is an honest fact. Honest truth. I'm going to be the honest truth. And I'll do the AFL show, everything, because I like the sport. But I actually think Australian rules football is a stupid sport.
Why is that?
Because they're kicking an egg ball.
Yeah, but so does.
And the rules are so stupid.
But so does like other sports, like NFL.
NFL, they don't kick. They do one big. They do a punt.
A punt, yeah.
But the ball is shaped for a quarterback to throw it.
Yeah, correct.
It's not shaped to kick it.
But what's wrong with kicking it?
It's. I just think it's I actually think it's a dumb sport.
But why?
There's a reason only one country plays it, because it's stupid.
Well, they don't. Other countries do play it.
Yeah,
They're just not to that level.
It's played in one country. There's one league.
No, there's other.
There's
leagues.
no professional leagues besides the AFL.
Well, in America, there's the USAFL.
Yeah, exactly.
And
how long's that been going?
Oh, a few years now.
But that's what I'm saying.
Not professional.
I'm being honest.
Might be,
I'm just saying that I'm being honest.
Oh, that's all right. But I think it's a great sport. I think it's one of the great.
I'm not saying it's a bad sport.
You just said that you.
No, but I'm saying it's a stupid sport. That doesn't make it bad.
Yeah, but kicking it.
It doesn't make it bad. There's a sport, yeah, because they're calling it football and they barely use their
The only
feet.
thing I don't like about it is like you get awarded a point when you miss. That's what I find stupid.
The whole concept, that's what I'm saying, is these big goals.
Well,
Man, anyone can kick a goal through something that big.
Well, it's in the indigenous game. You know what I mean?
Go kick a goal through a proper goal. You know.
You just grew up with soccer, man.
It's not even that. It's just I think it's just a lame sport. But I follow it. I'm admitting I follow the Crows, but it's just a stupid sport. The whole concept of it, like pushing the back and you mark it and then you got to stand on a mark. It's an actual stupid sport.
I like it.
I'm not saying I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. You're getting me confused here.
Yeah.
But it's.
Do you know why the sport is like that?
Why is that?
When the first settlers came from England, they just couldn't find anything, so they keep the kangaroo.
Probably, and the belly.
No. The skin of the kangaroo outside, they sewed it together and it came out like this. They kept it.
Probably did. That's how for soccer balls they used to make pig's bladders.
There you go.
That-
Hope no one was a vegan.
Like I said, I'm not saying I don't like it.
I understand what you're saying, but like I wouldn't go me personally as far as saying it's stupid. I like it.
It is. It's stupid.
I like it.
You know what cracks me up the most? I'll tell you now. You know when I watch footy, right?
Yeah.
And they're running and the ball's bouncing in front of goal. Listen, I'll give you tips, AFL players.
You mean like
wherever the boundary in front of goal, and they bend down to pick it up.
Yeah.
Instead of just kicking it through the goal.
Yeah, I know that is.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Listen, AFL players.
Because that's what they get trained to do.
You will kick more goals if the ball is a meter out from goal. Don't pick it up. Kick it. It's called football.
That's what they get trained to do.
I know, but I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
It's so stupid.
I know.
And I watch them. They bend down, and I'm like,
they do it.
And I'm there, and I'm like, kick it, you idiot.
I think they do that because, like, there's more. They might think in their brain there's more chance of it not hitting their boot properly.
Yeah, but they'll even get a
more
point.
Control.
They'll get something if they kick it through from the ground.
Yeah, I know.
It's so dumb.
Oh, some people sometimes do it like
yeah, I
that.
know, and they call it a soccer, but the actual it's called football.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
We'll call it. And tennis rackets were made out of intestine lining, Amanda says, on what the Don said.
Ugh.
There you go. Chris Goff says the rules do suck, KP. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, the holding the ball rule now.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
But back in the day, like as you said, it was better. Like
But that's
the
what
rules
I'm saying.
were better.
I'm not actually saying I don't like it. It's just the rules of football are stupid.
Yeah, some of them are.
They are.
Yeah,
It's actually a stupid sport because it's the way they've made it. But I'm saying, like I
It
said,
was better back in the day.
way better.
Like the rules were better.
Way
It
better.
was there was none of this bullshit. Holding the ball and like you fucking drag it in and then you get pinned from underneath. Like mate, if you've jumped on it, that's your ball.
So
you own it.
This is what I'm telling you.
You own that ball,
there's
mate.
rules, right? Like there's rules, right? So if I push you in the back,
Yeah,
it's pushing the back.
yeah.
Yeah. But if the ball's coming and I jump on your back and kick you in the back and
Yeah.
mark it,
No,
it's
it's
the
all
mark
right.
of the year.
Yeah.
So that's stupid.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Well, they change their rules every year.
That's the problem, mate. They changed the rules so many years.
Exactly.
That's why
Every
it's
year there's a
changed.
new rule.
SANFL's probably a bit better. Like if you go watch the local league,
Probably.
it's a bit better. Yeah.
Do you have a team in the local league?
Oh, Port
They're
Magpies.
still a Magpies though.
They're still a Magpies.
They still
Port.
are they like the Port? Are they? They're considered like the reserves now, aren't they?
Yeah. It's
Like
not
the
like it
Crows.
used to
The
be.
Crows have got one like
Some reserves team now
Yeah,
for
that's what I
AFL. Yeah, the old SNFL. It's not like it used to
poor
be.
SANFL, man. The Bays are the best.
Base suck, man. Base suck.
Jess says, or dog's guts. Why not? For the tennis racket thing. And then Amanda's face.
I
Cat
think-
guts or tennis for tennis rackets. And Jess says, I agree with Jess, dog's guts. Yeah.
Those guys?
Well, maybe we've got to do that one topic. Cats versus dogs.
Yeah.
Ooh. That'll be heated.
Cats versus dogs.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you prefer? Cats or dogs? People, it'll be heated. I'm telling you, we'll debate that. People will get into that.
Doesn't bother me. I like dogs more, probably.
I like both, but I reckon I'm leaning towards cats these days.
Oh,
They're just quieter.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but I've had dogs my whole life, and they're just, and now putting up with other people's dogs as well. The way people treat their dogs, like their dog could viciously, savagely murder someone, and they're like, no, not my dog. My dog's the best.
We'll talk about this another time because we could go on for another.
We could. So
12
we'll call
hours.
it. We better call it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Anyone that's still around,
Hey, Tony.
hey Tony, how you doing?
Hey, Tony.
If you haven't, anyone that's still there, we don't know if anyone's there. Please remember to like, share, comment,
yeah,
and
subscribe
subscribe.
if you're new.
and we've had a thing
it's
from
like
someone. We had a big
back.
comment. We better read it. Okay, take care, KP and Chris, and happy birthday to your daughter again. And good night, and stay safe. And see you guys back on the next live chat.
We will be here probably next week. I don't know what
Yeah,
time.
there'll be a show, Johnny and KP show on Monday.
The question is, will Johnny be there?
You know what the question should be? Is will Johnny come to the show that's got his name in it?
We'll see.
What do you reckon?
I reckon we should put bets on.
Bets on? Oh, mate.
What's the odds?
He ain't coming. It's like $1 back for him to come. It's like
No,
10
it's
to
like-
1. 10 to 1 for him to come.
It's $150 for him to come.
10 to 1 that he comes to his show.
All right,
What do you reckon? 10 to 1?
10 to 1.
He'd put money on it and he still won't rock up. All
All right, guys. Well, yeah, I don't know.
right. Oh, Jess said it. We forgot to do it. She's like, where's John's head? You know, the picture we took at the wedding? We meant to bring it up to pay him out.
Yeah, I didn't get.
We didn't have time.
We'll do it next week.
It was just, yeah, we're going to bring it up. He's copping it next week. Don't worry.
He's
If he's not
copping it.
here, that picture's going viral.
And thanks for everyone that came on TikTok. You
That's
guys are
it.
legends. I'm really tired. You can see my eyes
That's it.
about to close. But we'll be back next week for another podcast
That's it.
and gaming and.
There'll be a gaming next week. There'll be a Man United show
Yeah.
next week and a podcast. There should be 3.
So
You know,
join
but
us
yeah.
next week, guys. And I'll try to do some more live TikToks as well.
That's
So
it. So, see you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.